Good evening. Come home and face the music. That's the message from police to a Sydney rapper wanted for questioning over an execution-style murder at a Surrey Hills service station last year. Harley Johan left the country soon after the brazen shooting. A warrant is now out for his arrest.
No good.
Harley Johan, better known as rapper YC Uzi.
I got some killers with me, baby, you don't know.
His tracks all about fast cars, fast money, guns, gangsters, and underworld
It's like
hits.
a road ride phenomenon.
It's all part of the act, but police allege in November last year the video hit was played out in real life.
It's crazy,
Two
bro.
gunmen
All these guys
spring out
just
of a Porsche in a Surrey
they
Hills
want the
service
clout and the
station
fame so
and ambush
bad.
their target, Nadel
They don't even
Archikuk. He
do a
tries
crime
to
to
run
get away with
away,
it.
but he's shot several times and dies at the scene.
top of the morning, Dante.
Police are said to be working on the theory the gunman in the black poncho was allegedly the rapper Harley Johan. And there's now a warrant for his arrest. YC Uzi is the subject of an international manhunt.
We know that he left Sydney in January of this year to Kuala Lumpur, and we're working hard to establish his whereabouts.
What played out on that evening in November last year horrified police. Bullets
Top of the
flying
morning,
on
quick.
a busy Sydney street. Now, the reason police now believe it was two rival organised crime networks sorting out their dirty work.
That danger to the public through these acts and the way they're committed.
Just so crazy. Like, why do these guys think they have to make a music video reenacting the crimes they commit? Like, it just makes no fucking sense, bro. These guys are so ass backwards, it's crazy. But they just want the clout and to be known. But it's all when they're young, they want to be known, and as you get a little older, you realize, bro, that shit ain't worth it. Fuck, man. Trip out. All right, let's watch this one, and then we'll get into the Bricc stuff. Look at this Scat Pack go. What, they got their audio off? Have any of y'all watched that Good Neighbor on Netflix yet? Man, he thinks he's gone, huh? It's about that lady, like the old ass white lady that was living across the street. It was like a neighborhood with like a bunch of kids and just like a bunch going on. And the empty lot in between her like little duplex and the neighbor's house, they said that they could play in it. Yeah, I didn't even finish the Equin one. But yeah, this lady, and she would like keep calling the cops on the kids for playing in their shit. And she just seemed like a nutcase, but she ended up like popping the neighbor. But it's all based off body cam footage. But what tripped me out, if you watch it, like how good that body cam footage is, or not how good the body cam footage is, but how good the audio is. It sounds like really good audio to be filmed or used from a fucking body cam. But it was just crazy, bro. It's just like the crazy ass neighbor that keeps calling the cops. And it all, like, it, you know, now when shit happens, bro, they come out with the documentary or the shit, like, before the people are even sentenced half the time. So that shit happened in 2023. But I think it was, like, during COVID, so probably all the kids in the neighborhood were outside. And she's just, like, an old-ass, upset lady. But, yeah, that's, like, the new one, bro. Look at this little Hellcat go. Yeah, I watched that, and then I watched, started watching that Murdoch dramatization on Hulu. Those Murdochs were crazy, man. But when people think they got that much power and all that shit, like, it only takes one dumbass to ruin the whole family, take it all down. Well, I guess a couple dumbasses in that case, but they all followed the dad's lead, and the dad just kind of like encouraged it all, made it seem like. Yeah, right here's where they get his ass. He's like jumping curbs and shit. I Why didn't he just keep going in a straight line? Like, why did he turn back around? Did he miss something? Why did he go in a parking lot anyways? Like, what did he think? Where do you think he was gonna go? Yeah, some Southern California good old boys or something, right? Like the great-great-grandpa, because I think the solicitor or whatever they call it in South Carolina, I think it's pretty much like the DA, right? Like the state DA or district attorney or whatever. But yeah, the great-great-grandpa was one, the great-grandpa was one. It was a whole line of them until you got to whatever the dad was, and then he got in too much trouble, so he couldn't do it, and then he was like wanting the son too. Yeah, man, you put a lot of stress on your kids when like you're telling them what they're gonna grow up to be. Yeah, you see the dude just broke. He's like, all right, I'm out of here. But I wonder where the driver went, or did he just drop out the passenger? Bro, I kept tripping like, why is that dude, when his dad got there, he's like, yeah, that's my pawpaw and my mama. Like, bro, why are you calling your wife your mama? Like, I wonder if he was doing that to like, I don't know, man, like to not let other people know that I was his wife maybe, or that's just some weird ass nickname. But yeah, that's my pawpaw, my mama, and pawpaw. Like, bro. And then just driving the boat all drunk, man, like, it's only a matter of time before something bad's gonna happen.
Put your fucking hands where I can see them. Put your fucking hands on the car. Who was driving?
Oh, yeah, and the fucking housekeeper, yeah, they say she fell on the steps, but yeah, bro, when you got all these other murders happening and all this crazy shit, like, what's the chances of this lady just going out too?
Who got out right here?
She probably told him she's gonna expose him or something, and then they were just like, nope.
You good here? Yeah. We got, he got Shaq with him.
What, being the housekeeper?
I think some girl took off. I think she got in that
the pops
Tahoe
or something?
right there.
I was in the bag.
That's fine. We're gonna figure it out in just a second.
Okay, thank you, cause
Huh?
I don't want to get.
Oh, it was a girl in there.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, cause I do not want to. Please, for real.
Dude, imagine being a housekeeper for some rich-ass, shady-ass family and just seeing the inning workings of it, you know? Like,
You know, this is not my boyfriend. It's
that's a lot of baggage to take home.
Like, it's her boyfriend.
You got anything on you need to know about?
No.
I'm not gonna go search you deep or anything, okay?
I'm good, thank you. Like, I don't want to
All right.
up in this. My bag is right there, quickly. Don't let it like fall off the car.
Dang.
Hey, no, by the way. Can you guys whoever's on call tonight come over here?
Is he driving or he driving? He driving. That's the driver, right? That's the driver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Read you something real quick.
Who is this guy? Is this a rapper or something?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used in court as evidence against you. You are entitled to have a lawyer now and have him present now or any time during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you without cost, and he may be making. Do you understand? Again? You will talk to me?
I don't know if it's serial number on it, man. Unless that's it right there. You drunk?
Yeah.
I'm about to see. He smelled like alcohol.
He said they're coming from 45. Yeah, he drunk.
Well, no, that's where I thought he was about to stop at.
You sure gonna?
Yeah, party's over, bud. Like, you remember the FG Butta video came out when he was trying to run away from the cops? And, like, they hit the wall and he took off running?
I'll take it if you don't want it. I'm for real.
I mean,
Bro, he just used all his fucking energy to try to get away from the cops.
I'll ask.
He smell like weed and alcohol, don't he?
Yeah.
I just. Hey, give me that. A blood test. He says we don't want to do it. That's on him. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, I got everything you need. And if
Yeah.
you need medical clearance, take it to Upside Atlanta.
Okay.
400-285.
Okay.
Yeah. Be a little bit easier, yeah, man, I'd remember.
Man, either that or this dude's as high as a kite or something, bro. He's about to just take a nap. He's in his comfort zone.
Hey, you want to go on this for me?
I'm not drunk, sir.
I asked you. I asked you. You want to go on this for me?
You saying do I have to?
No.
Is it going to be used against me?
I just need a yes or no.
It's fine.
Say it again.
I just want to know, will it be used against me?
I mean, everything's going to be a combination of everything that's already happened. All right?
Just don't say shit, bro.
What do you mean?
I mean, all your charges is if I decide to add DUI, is going to be based on everything that's already happened, everything that I've smelled on you.
Yeah, no, the cops are shady, bro. They'll just make something up. And I remember before, when weed was like illegal, all they had to do is say, "Oh, we smell weed." How in the hell are they gonna tell if they smell weed or not after you're already busted, cars in impound, and you see the judge 3 days later? Like, the judge is gonna take a whiff and be like, "Oh, I don't smell it." You know, like, come on, bro. They're shady. But then once they made it legal, you know, when they first made weed legal in California, they actually fucked up and wrote the law that you could smoke in the car while driving. Not the driver, but the passengers. And they had to, like, change the law, like, in 6 months and make it to where, because I think it was, like, made, like, you know, if you're in a motorhome and you can drink beer in the back, I think it was kind of, like, based around that. But if they smell weed on you and you just say, they can't really search your car for the smell of weed anymore. And if they asked if you smoked today, you just say, "Nah, hell nah. I didn't smoke since 11:59 yesterday." Because they always want to use that same shit. If you smoke the same day, then, you know, DUI or whatever fucking games they're going to play. But, all right, let's do this. Bricc, he put out one a couple days ago, and then Flakko put out something yesterday. Let's hear what he got to say. I'm sure you guys listened to it. I haven't fully listened to it and broke it down.
What's the big old deal, man? We live
I think this one's a lot of history, though.
Not the Trinity. He's back with another one, nothing like the other one of your brother, son, nephew. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, look, right? I've been
that sounds like the good neighbor story, kind of.
A whole lot of emails lately, so.
Bro, I had this. Yeah, I've only had like one crazy neighbor that I can like remember. I mean, I've been a pain in the ass myself in a lot of apartment buildings and pissed the neighbors off for just being young and dumb. But bro, I had this one neighbor. As soon as me and my wife, our first apartment, just had the kid, and this black lady lived upstairs, bro. And the kids were cool. Everybody else that lived there were cool, but the mom, I don't know if she was kind of schizo or crazy. But she would just put high heels on and walk across the floor, start banging with the fucking broom or whatever, and just be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I tried to go talk to her one time, almost got in a big old fight with her kids and them. They were like holding her back, but then like standing up for her. I'm just like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, but it's seeming real fucking intentional. And yeah, we just end up moving out like 2 months or like a month and a half before our lease was up because it just... Bro, it was crazy. She just walked by and like, mad dog, like, bro, this is either going to escalate into something that's going to be all bad for all of us, or I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. Because that lady, bro, fucking nuts, man. Fucking horrible neighbors are the worst, man. It's like a trap. That's when you'll really learn if you got some fucking patience, or if you got the scale of life to be like, all right, bro, is it worth it or is it not? Because, like... And say you go deal with the neighbor, you get rid of them. Well, if you get busted, you don't even get to enjoy the neighborhood that you helped, I don't know, rejuvenate because you got rid of the asshole neighbor.
I want to start off by saying rest in peace to my boy YC from Main Street, YC 80 Benz. He just had dreams of being a rich kid, man.
Yeah, I used to, I just keep getting sidetracked. But right now, where I live, across the street, they got like a slow kid or autistic kid. I don't know, but he's like a grown man. He's old, but they used to put him in the car in the morning before they'd go places. Or I don't know if they'd give him the goddamn key fob for the car in the house or the clicker or whatever. And he would just keep setting the alarm off. So we had to go over there and knock on the door one time and be like, bro, what the hell is going on? Your car alarm keeps going on and off. It's 7:45 in the goddamn morning. Oh, my bad. It's like, bro, if I can hear it across the street, this car is in your driveway. Like, this ain't driving you nuts. And then I felt bad because I live across the street. There's a guy that lives, like, right next to him. And it's like, bro, that dude never came and said shit. Yeah, bro. It's a tricky one going at it with the neighbors.
I mean, a successful music artist by any means. I know he hopped on here dissing me at one point. I called him, he like, man, shit, I'm just trying to get on by whatever means, bro. You know your name is a name that
Yeah, no, you good. This is what makes it, bro, is the small talk and everything else.
You start going, you know your name is a name that rings soon as you dish you and you respond, you know what I mean?
I gotta listen to this one good.
You start going viral. So I'm like, I had forgave him. I didn't mention him. I ain't never replied back like he wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I would have gave him a verse or something, but I wasn't going. Everybody got argue with, you know what I'm saying? I was boosting their fame up, but it's all love. Rest in peace to YC, man. To all my Main Street, sorry for the loss. They say Woody and Wack. My boy Woody. I guess Woody my boy because, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been talking to the police lately. I don't know. But he said they called him 100 federal informants. And Wack said show proof of 100,000. Woody got pink slips to everything that he drive, though. I'm going to be honest.
It seems like Bricc is starting to put a little more out there lately.
I don't know how he manages his money, but I know he got a pink slip to a Bentley truck, pink slip to some Hellcats, pink slip, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing in the South that I learned, man. We cash out for the cars when we grab them. I got back on some West Coast time, and you know what I mean, leasing cars and doing all that, but more than likely, when you see somebody in the South with some cold, with some cold shit on the streets, they done cashed out for it. But you know what I'm saying? I let them play the money war. But I feel like, Wack, you mentioned my family, you mentioned my wife, you mentioned my kids, you mentioned everything. You mentioned everything but that black and white I told you to produce. You got 24 hours, man, to produce the black and white on that conspiracy case that you got, bro. That's all we asking is you to just put the paper on the ground and let us see where you was adjudicated, where you was let off, because I don't see where you did no time. But maybe a little BB gun case or whatever the case you had, you know what I'm saying, when you was a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? You still living off that, but I felt like, Wack, you love the streets too much, bro. You would never, ever leave these streets, so you'd have turned informant just so you could.
No, yeah, Bricc was getting it going for sure before he got busted. No Perky's just got a little bit of a hold on him, man. It's kind of hard to. And then when you got wife, kids, man, they're not enough hours in a day. But when you got that Perky's on your fucking battling you and taking up the energy and bread, because, yeah, you got a pocket full, you're ready to go. As soon as that pocket starts to get low, you gotta get money, get more, and then everybody knows, bro, over time, it just, bro, the bottom falls out. Unless you super rich as hell, the bottom falls out eventually, man.
You move too loose to be a street nigga, man. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So you mentioning everything, you mentioning show some 100,000 and showing all that. Let's see you produce this paperwork for every case that you done ever been charged for. If you do that, I slap myself. I slap my mama if you do it. That's how sure I am that you will not produce your paperwork on the internet. Point blank, period. But moving on from him.
I mean, just in Wack's defense, in order to produce paperwork, you're going to have paperwork. And if he was ever charged for that, I'm pretty sure if you got those little websites that you can look up, it would probably show Wack was charged with that or at least arrested at some point around that. And then if he bailed out, it would show a bail. It would show something on those little fucking people search websites.
Yeah, man. Moving on from the boy Wack. They say that Young Thug got on it. They leaked another call from Young Thug talking about Future be on some fake. I just feel like, look,
this is old
y'all
news,
keep on leaking my little bro shit. Y'all keep on leaking all these phone calls, man. People, when they in jail, they never. You got to think, when you in jail and you calling your homies and they don't pick up the phone and all that, you start having, like, ill will to them, but you know you don't mean it. It's just everybody be busy, and you out of sight, out of mind. When you come back home, it's, oh, I love you, I love you. I done had to press a million of my homeboys over that, but it's just, you know what I mean? They can be as fake as they want to because they don't have to pick up no phone calls. They pick up a phone call when they feel like it. They don't pick up the phone when you call them and need them. You know what I mean?
No, in other words, when your homeboy calls and they start wanting this, that, and you're just like, bro, everything is fucking recorded, bro. They know everything. Like, that's where I start to tap out, bro. Like, I'll talk to you, bro, but I don't really want to hear no bullshit or anything because I am not trying to get involved one way or the other, bro. Like, just, you know, even my homie that's busted right now, he ain't calling me that much because when you first get busted and you're kicking the opiates, you get all emotional and blah, blah, blah. And then, like, this last time, he was, like, talking shit about his baby mom, even though she's strung out, too. At least she'd been out here and, like, trying to hold it down the whole time. He was, like, hating on her, bro. And I'm just like, bro, she's actually holding it down and been around. You're the one that keeps going to jail. I was like, bro, I just don't want to hear it. And he kind of took it personal, but I'm just like, bro, I'll talk to you about a lot of other shit, but I'm just tired of hearing about that because you're the one that goes back in jail every time. So for you to be talking shit about somebody else that at least isn't going to jail, it's a little tricky.
And that'll show you, like, the people who ain't never did no long time in jail and all that, they don't know what it is to pick up a phone call just to reach out to your mans and them and tell them that you love them. Or, you know what I mean?
I mean, really, when you're calling, you're just asking for money anyways.
I feel like,
I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Anytime I call somebody really asking for something.
It was the same way for me the last time that I did a stick.
Because, like, bro, after you, like, I'm sure Young Thug, Rich, probably got a lot going on, a lot more to talk about. But the average person, if you see somebody in jail all the time on the phone, like, bro, what the fuck you got to talk about? Ain't nothing new happened here. That's what I always tripped out on. Like, bro, at some point, my letters would start to get so short. Like, same shit, just writing to let you know I'm good, love you. Here's a letter, you know, like, I couldn't sit here and write a 3-page letter just out of nothing, you know? I'm not going to start, like, sweet promises and sweet nothings. I don't know, man.
This call is from a federal prison.
Look, I used to talk to Gunna, I used to talk to Lil Baby and them. Then Lil Baby turned on me when I got out. You know what I mean? He didn't give a fuck about nothing that I could show all my DMs, Lil Baby. Bro, what up? Oh, when you come home? Woo, woo, woo. Then when I come home, blank, blank, blank. Then you know what they do when they get mad at you. They try to start
same
an
here,
argument
man.
So they don't gotta fuck
I'm
with
on
you
the
no
handball
more.
court or
You know
reading
what I
a
mean?
book,
I done seen that
playing
happen a
pinochle.
million times. Gunna kept it silent with a nigga. I was on Gunna and them side. I was sending yakking them money. I was fucking with Young Thug, checking on him through Dolly. But he don't call his brother. You get what I'm saying? None of these people, you know, like.
I'm kind of just curious, like, just be devil's advocate. I wonder how close Bricc really was to all these guys. Was it like a close acquaintance? Like, oh, I know them, we're around each other? Or was it like really locked in? Like, we waking up together, we crashing out together, we're going to sleep together, like, we're just together 24/7 living in the studio? Or was it more, you know, I'm just curious because we don't see a lot of pictures. We don't see a lot of videos.
I ain't really never seen nobody just keep it 1,000 when they got the name or they in stardom. They don't give a fuck about their people in jail.
No, he said Dolly. Right now you're saying like a couple seconds ago, he was like, that was someone Young Thug, Dolly or something.
I was fucking with Young Thug, checking on him through Dolly, but
yeah, I don't know Young Thug. The closest I've ever been to Young Thug was when I was in Wireless Festival with Juice. We were staying at this nice ass hotel in London, and Young Thug's hotel room was 2 doors down from mine. That's about the closest I ever been to Young Thug. And when Adam interviewed him, I was right there, but yeah. Besides that, I never smoked with him, been in the studio.
You get what I'm saying? None of these people, you know.
No, I was saying a lot of videos and pics of Bricc with Gunna, Thug, all the YSL dudes.
Like, I ain't really never seen nobody just keep it 1,000 when they got the name or they in stardom. They don't give a fuck about their people in jail because they got.
I mean, he has a few, some here and there, but I don't like not a lot. I don't think. I haven't seen them come across my feed.
So many people, money and all that on the streets, and they dealing what's in the streets. So when you hit the walls, when you go behind these walls, you really feel the pain, and you trying to reach out, and they clearing your calls, and oh, that's hot when you call and all that. You know what I mean? You start feeling that.
No, that's a rough one. It's probably fucking with all these dudes, because if your homie's still out here doing shit, bro, and then you keep calling all the time, that gets a little quinky-dink, because out here you're like, bro, you're hot. But and then there, you're just trying to talk to somebody and get something. It's fucked up.
Absent. I don't think absentness is a word, but you start feeling the lack of love that people got for you. Then when you come home, it's the same love. People just don't like talking to people
you
on
good.
the phone from jail. So
I can usually figure it out.
That been leaked by Young Thug. Just come from a dark spot. When a nigga in a dark spot, he is willing to say whatever about whoever it is. But the craziest thing to me, I think so far this week, would by a long shot be the fact that Lil Baby unfollowed Dirk. Welcome to the club, Dirk. He unfollowed Dirk, then followed NBA Youngboy. That's clearly drawing the line in the sand, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? I know Youngboy probably the hottest thing out since he been going state to state. He finally gave the world a tour. They gave the world what they wanted as a Youngboy got a coat. He been on Greg Digger Mountain for years. You know what I'm saying? Ain't been able to go perform none of them hits that everybody been fucking with.
No, that's what you think. If Youngboy comes back and does another tour in a year, he can sell out as many arenas as he did this year, or do you think you're gonna have to go down like a level? Because do you think the anticipation was because it was so long, or do you think he can just keep touring and doing these huge shows?
Making them from the living room, you know what I'm saying, and staying in the living room or wherever his property was at. So I feel like Youngboy is taking the streets over, and I don't feel like Baby should have followed Dirk. Should have unfollowed Dirk in order to be friends with Youngboy, because can't no grown man tell another grown man who his friends could be. But it shows that.
No, and a lot out here in California or LA, the Olympics are coming 2028. And everybody always keeps saying that they're doing a lot of this shit. Well, I mean, obviously this was something different, but like graffiti, the fig shit, like a bunch of shit like that, they're starting to do it because they want to clean up before the 2020 Olympics touchdown. And they got FIFA coming here. There are going to be a few stops for FIFA, too. No, and the government's still shut down, too, huh?
It was fake love from the rip. The tours, all the combined, the albums that they did, the joint ventures that they took part in, you know what I'm saying, they all amounted to nothing when it comes to loyalty. That's what the rap game lacks. It lacks loyalty. 100%. Fuck the love. A motherfucker can't be loyal to nothing. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Who's to tell me that I can't be friends with Quando, Rondo, and Dirk at the same time? Who to tell me that I can't be friends with Young Boy and Dirk at the same time? You get what I'm saying? That's clown shit. You know what I'm saying?
And if you ain't feeding people, bro, that's when crime really gonna go up, because a hungry stomach will make some motherfuckers do something that they probably wouldn't do if they had a full stomach. Yeah, we got the Olympics 2028. I got the Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl's up in like Frisco. FIFA, but I think FIFA's like got a bunch of stops all over North America and Canada, I think. I think it's like the North American FIFA or something. But yeah, a hungry stomach, bro, that'll make you do some shit. Like if you ever have, like if we had a huge earthquake here or, you know, a big hurricane or whatever, power goes out, it's like, bro, that's when you're going to want to make sure you got something to protect yourself. Because motherfuckers going to start hopping over the fence. They're going to start coming in your pad looking for something if motherfuckers don't have shit.
A motherfucker don't never reach out to support a motherfucker while you in jail. Motherfucker ain't tweeting. But that go to show what's going on, because when Slime was in jail and Dirk was out, he was, free Slime, free Slime. I introduced...
This call is from a federal prison.
I introduced Dirk to Slime, or they might have met, but I'm the one who made their relationship what it was. You know what I'm saying? And it was easy for Dirk to say fuck me after a couple years out on the streets. And, you know what I mean? Way before the Flakko shit went viral. I came home. Dirk looked out for me when I came home. Then I ain't really talked to him after D-Thing died. Like, I had something to do with it. That was kind of weird to me. I'm supposed to be your nigga. I'm supposed to be the nigga that you come fuck with on the West Coast when you out there, whatever the case is.
Did you just say that Dirk thought he had something to do with D-Thing's death?
Motherfucker move. Fuck. I'm supposed to be your nigga. I'm supposed to be the nigga that I ain't really talked to him after D-Thing died. Like, I had something to do with it. That was kind of weird to me. I'm supposed to be your nigga. I'm supposed to be the nigga that you come fuck with on the West Coast when you out there, whatever the case is. Motherfucker moved to the city. It, blocked my number or something. I don't know what the fucking nigga did, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You meet people in the most strangest places, and we supposed to take a friendship back like nothing ever happened. So, you know, I ain't gonna keep on rambling on about the next nigga or whatever going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm still chin up, chest out. I gotta lose some weight. I fucked around and ran up 210 pounds, man. So I've been running in place doing burpees.
That's what it sounded like. He said, like, he said after D-Thing stopped talking to me, like, he thought it had something to do with it or something. I mean, didn't D-Thing die in Chicago by retaliation from some other dudes?
Pull-ups and push-ups and but not the push-ups.
But bro, it could really be anybody, bro, because I mean, yeah, it could really be anybody that like drops lows or says anything, because people are around so many people. It could be an Instagram post. It could be all kinds of weird shit, how people figure it out. These motherfuckers got all day just to go through the Instagrams, follow everybody.
That's because in order to do burpees, you got to do push-ups. But I done laid off the pull-ups for a little bit, man, and I got to trim this weight down. I've been eating too much oatmeal, Pop-Tarts, and Snickers, and all the shit, nigga, Honey Buzz, and all the shit that you could think of, man. But, you know, this been another one, nothing like the other one. They your brother's son, nephew.
Man, if Brick's up to 210, that means that fool gained like 50 pounds. That fool gained like damn near 10 pounds a month. And to gain a pound is like 3,500 calories. So you got to eat an extra 3,500 calories a day that you don't burn off to gain a pound. All right, now let's watch what Flakko got to say. Man. I think this is kind of old news, but I'm not sure. He gets on here the phone with Bricc, and it might be some new news. But I remember seeing this in here. And I guess I'll just react to stuff that I hear along the way that I remember hearing.
And the streets is cold, bruh. The streets is not for the weak, homie. Now, it's been confirmed, all right? A Rolling 60 Crip from an organization that Bricc Baby has essentially given his life to told on Bricc Baby. I'm not a gang member. I'm a civilian, all right? So maybe it's not my place to speak on this, but I feel like I kind of have to because loyalty means something. And the fact that Bricc Baby gave his entire life to a particular organization and the fact that
But if somebody turned that in, then somebody turned it in to get a deal. That's the only way it really works, I think.
Organization would do him this dirty, would
I mean,
do
if
him
you're just
this
turning it in,
bad.
turn it in, then you got
And
some
I'll
problems.
even go further to say, yo, they're part of the reason this entire Fed case is even on Bricc Baby. Back in 2022, Bricc Baby was going by his day conducting some business. Now, while conducting business, some trouble found him. Now, it's believed that Bricc Baby was conducting business within the 60s, right? Or within an adjacent neighborhood, somewhere he felt safe at. When he was conducting business there, two men approached Bricc Baby.
No, for sure. The heaviest I ever been was 250, bro, and yeah, 210. You're still a big boy at 5'8", 5'9", for sure.
Now, it was unclear what the conflict was about or why those two men approached Bricc Baby.
Him and
but
Flakko are
apparently
competing.
Those two
Flacco's
men
trying
was
to get down,
familiar
Brick's going
with
up.
Bricc Baby. There was some rapport there. You can probably make your assumption. Who would Bricc Baby be familiar with that would approach him with conflict within 60s territory? If you look at the court document,
This is old. This is from his original indictment. I remember reading all this.
this incident in July of 2022 was mentioned several times in Bricc Baby court documents. Now, the document says, defendant is now charged with multiple counts of possessing firearms and ammunitions, all in violation of 18 USC. The first charge stems from defendant shooting 3 bullets in a business parking lot in July of 2022 to ward off would-be robbers. Now, this is tricky warding, right? Because Bricc Baby was never charged with the actual shooting. Bricc was never...
Because in these cases, a lot of the times, I'm not sure how the feds work, but like that dude, Trill something. I forget, interviewed him a long time ago, but a lot of times in California, like if someone happens or whatever, you can't have a gun, whatever the case may be, and someone's trying to rob you, you could a lot of times beat that case kind of like as a self-defense or whatever, but they're still going to charge you for the gun and you're going to go do time for the gun. And in this case, if someone came at him, then yeah, like they said, they're charging him for the ammunition and the gun, because I'm pretty sure whatever casings they found right there at this site, one of his guns matched those, I think, is what they're saying.
Charged with shooting somebody. However, what the Fed said was, listen, we found ammunition that belongs to that gun that Bricc Baby fired in the business parking lot in July of 2022. Well, then you have to ask yourself, hold on. How did the feds have record of this? Bricc was never charged for this, never arrested for this. How did the feds know that Bricc Baby fired a firearm in a business parking lot within the 60s? How did they know this? Like, he was never arrested, police were never called. Like, there was no record of this. The only people who had record of this was Bricc Baby and others around Bricc Baby. Well, we'll get to how the feds knew about this shortly after, right? So then the feds go on and talk about his other charges. The second charge involves all the firearms and ammunition found at his home in June of 2023. Both of these charges followed 5 felony convictions from 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, and 2020. Goddamn. Respectfully, while the pretrial services report includes a long criminal history with out-of-state convictions. When Bricc Baby went for bond, the feds said, yo, he shouldn't get a bond because of his violent history, and they referenced this particular instance. And the Fed says defendant's offenses, possessing multiple firearms on multiple occasions and over 125 rounds of ammunition, some of which he fired, are serious. That defendant fired at would-be robbers in a business parking lot and less than a year later was found with firearms after purportedly pointing them at his partner and child, only confirmed that defendants should not be possessing firearms. Well, how did the feds know this happened? There's no record. He was never arrested for it. He was never brought in and questioned by the local police for it. How did the feds know this incident was even a thing? Well, here's what happened, okay? When the feds had Bricc Baby on wiretap, when they were investigating Bricc.
Yeah, if you ask me, I think he's doing 4 to 5 years. 48 to 60 months would be my educated guess. I mean, it could give him 15. But a lot of the stuff, bro, it's like a little wishy-washy. They really only, I think, charging him with what they really caught him with. Because all the other shit, like the FEMA we talked about the other day, like he never even got a dime for it. He was over there trying, but he didn't get shit. So what's that, like attempted, you know? Now, if he would have got a check and cashed it, for sure they would have charged him with that.
Baby. Somebody approached him and gave him a tape of this shooting. Somebody had possession of this tape. Now you ask yourself, how did they get possession of the tape? They weren't there. It was Bricc Baby, 2 dudes. They ran off and Bricc Baby fire shots and he hopped in his whip and he left. No, this person had access to the business cameras, right? The local business owners.
I'm not 100% sure. There's the feds, but it's just really like guns. And in the feds, I don't think they charge you like each gun separate. I think they just kind of charge them as one gun, kind of, I think.
That were there. They had cameras. And because this was an incident, owners, the mom and pop shops that were there, business cameras, right? The local business owners, the mom and pop shops that were there, they had cameras. And because this was an incident that took place within the 6-0s, amongst 6-0s.
But he already agreed to the deal, and I think it's up to 15 years. But I think in this case, the judge really has the final say-so.
A 6-0 had access to those cameras. A 6-0 got that tape. A 6-0 held that tape in their possession. And a 6-0 told Bricc, hey, I got this tape. Now.
But really, what the fuck does a tape even do? Did one of the robbers get hit? Or did Bricc just let 3 go, allegedly let 3 go to get him to back away from him? Like, I don't know. Seems like you're kind of reaching to pull a tape out of robbers trying to get up on him. Like, yeah, like you said, they already had him on the wiretaps. They knew he had it. They blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know.
If you know anything about the situation or you were even connected to it, you know Bricc Baby was kind of concerned that somebody was telling on him. He just always felt it. Like, he always felt like, man, bro, like,
no, it's like if Bricc Baby was doing the robbing,
but it don't feel like they loyal to me.
That's different. But if they were trying to rob him and he let a couple go and get him to
like,
back
he kind of
up,
went from being around certain people and said, nah, man, F it, bro. I'm by myself now. Man, bro, like they flawed. And the reason why Bricc Baby kind of broke off a lot of relationships prior to his arrest, because he knew they turned him in. They told on him. They gave the tape to the feds of him firing that firearm. But luckily for Bricc Baby, the feds never charged him with firing the firearm. They charged him with being a felon in possession of a firearm.
Did they already have his phone tapped at this point? Because I could see Bricc getting into something, talking about it on the phone that something happened. I mean, I heard the rumors that someone was holding the tape over his head, but me personally, bro, like, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, bro, some dude tried to come and rob me. I backed him the fuck off me. Who cares? Now, if I'm the one going to do the robbery, then yeah, I'd be a little tripped out. But it's like, bro, these dudes were coming at me. You seen me just get him to back the fuck up. Nobody got hit. Who cares? Like, that's not the end of the world, if you ask me.
And when they raided his crib, which, by the way, they raided his crib and they found ammunition that they're tying to that shooting, as you just read. Now, if you listen to Bricc Baby,
the cops would have had to go there and bag the ammunition. Say the owner of the place went and bagged the ammunition, gave him the footage like that you can't use that in court. The cops didn't get the ammunition off the ground. They could have switched that ammunition in the bag before they even gave you the bag and the tape.
His first jail call. Before I knew
I'll
this
dig through my phone. I think I got a couple. Just a lot of them, bro. Like when he was freestyling the bus, He was like fucking around and dissing and shit. That's why I didn't really put a lot of them out, because when I looked back at him, yeah, he was kind of dissing. Or I've seen Chris. Chris had his camera going, so he's released a lot of them. But yeah, I'll go through my phone and I'll make a file and try to put everything together for it, for sure. Because I think that'd be a good video. I think a lot of people would be interested in that.
Like, that first jail call was always cryptic to me. I never quite understood it. But that first jail call, if you listen to it, Bricc Baby lays it all out. He tells a story of betrayal. He tells a story of being the only real one in a sea of fakes. And when you read...
A DA reject is like, I don't know, y'all got DAs out there or not, but DA reject is pretty much the asshole cops arresting you, saying they got a bunch of evidence or saying they got something, and then when you go to court the first time or whatever, the DA, the district attorney, sees it and is like, bro, this ain't enough to file a case on, and throws it out. That's what a DA reject is. It's pretty much the district attorney not picking up the case that the cop arrested you for lack of evidence. Because, you know, a lot of asshole cops, they'll just make some shit up, throw your ass in jail, waste a couple days, you go see the judge and they let you out. Like a lot of gun charges in Hollywood and a lot of places, a lot of people get DA rejects because the cops will just pull them over, search the car, and the cop's whole mind state is, yeah, I'm going to search the car, I'm going to find a gun, I'm going to take the gun, and then who cares? They're going to get a DA reject on Monday or whatever when they go to court, but I got the gun off the street. And, you know, I think that's a lot of the way they think about it, is just, I'm going to go, search without a warrant or search without probable cause and just get the gun and let it get DA reject.
You listen back to that jail call Bricc Baby first made on his first call from jail, it all makes sense now. They told on him, they ratted on him, they turned him in. People very close to Bricc Baby. And it's not cool and it's not right. And hopefully, after bro's sentencing, hopefully when this entire case is finally done with and bro know how much time he's getting, we can finally unravel a lot.
But if he takes the deal, I'm sure he probably still gets a discovery, but if you take the deal and don't go to trial, I think a lot of shit gets left off the table that you can find out.
This started November 2020.
All right, so here he tells the story.
Out of the county jail, man. I came home to a lose-lose situation, man. You know what I mean? One of my best friends coming up on the day.
Yeah, a lot of times if you go to trial here, they're going to give you the high term for wasting all their money.
One of my best friends and my brother got into a mean incident that turned out crazy, man. And my best friend still my road dog, whether he here or gone. And I ain't even had a chance to mourn him publicly on the streets because everybody tags me with another man's business. You know what I mean? Me and Eric have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Imagine having the same hood name as the dude that did that shit to Nip. And then I think a lot of dudes hate on Bricc because he spent a lot of time in Atlanta. So I think a lot of dudes, you know, talk their shit or whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Nipsey are, it's like you guys are closing me out to where I can't even love my brother the right way or mourn for my brother the right way. I think the world kept that they dukes up against me from the get-go. You know what I mean? Right now, I look back at all the hate on the streets. The internet really didn't know till I opened them up. But as soon as I came home, it was everybody against me.
I mean, that's kind of like a long stretch, though, right? Like, if Bricc wasn't close to this dude, and Bricc was in jail when it happened for, like, 4 years or whatever, fighting his case or whatever it was. If you weren't even close to this dude and it happened, like, I'm just, like, how do people really put the blame on him? Or how do they get mad at him when he was in jail? It's not like he was with the dude the hour before it happened, the day before, always with them, maybe knew something, didn't try to like put a stop to something. Like he was in jail. So just because he got the same hood name, like, I don't know. Feels like there got to be a little more something to it.
Against me, the record deals, the record labels, all my homeboys in the industry, all of them. It didn't matter who it was.
It's like not even like his blood brother either. Like, I don't know. To me, I feel like, I don't know.
They were scared for me to come around because of my name being connected to that. I had no win. So you sit back and you watch all the hate. Blind stares from a million pairs of eyes. And they screaming. Put him down. Oh yeah, they running parades at the Bricc baby in jail. You know what I mean? These are all the same people. Gotta pay attention. I can't talk too much, but you gotta understand. This has nothing to do with what I'm going through right now. But deep thoughts, it's like, where did everybody start hating?
Yeah, trippy name, right? I never really understood it either. I would have said I'll pass on that hood name. You know, I don't know.
Where did you start hating Bricc, baby? Because I got a whole lot of people that love me, but where did you start hating me? Because everybody got a biased opinion of the Bricc after they figured out the relationship. I'm going to let that sit there because I don't want to, you know.
I mean, unless people like listening to the comments or listening to what people got to say, but it's like, bro, if you didn't know these guys, like your opinion really shouldn't matter, especially to all the other guys that you really know. I don't know, man. I think there's more. Let's see if he gets to it. I have no idea, but I don't know. There's more to all this shit, bro.
I mean, even to the point to where the people that still represent the Marathon Foundation and the All Money In Foundation, you know what I mean? They resent the Bricc, and they deal with people that hated Nip, and they know they did, but since he died, they've been being riders, meat eaters, you know what I mean, to the association and coming around just for the celebration, man, and y'all forgetting all the past events that happened, because I really was there. But that is, you know, we're not going to talk about nothing in specific over this horn.
What do you say?
Because I really was there. You know what I mean? To the association and coming around just for the celebration, man, and y'all forgetting all the past events that happened. Because I really was there. But that is, you know, we're not going to talk about nothing in specific over this horn. Rest in peace to my boy, though, that day.
Like, where's the fucking party music coming from in the background? Do you hear that?
Rest in peace to my boy, though. That day coming up in his heart every time. I never celebrate this day. You gonna see people celebrating this day. Pay attention. You know what I mean? Second.
Yeah, AI is crazy.
This call is from a federal prison.
That's over with, so I'm not even connecting this conversation to that, right? But everybody out there be begging for the title. Everybody begging for the title, but they name never get called, right? You know what I mean? You out there, you super representing this your section, this area. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it.
It's probably Brick's girl's background to wherever she's at. Brick's probably recording this or something, and it sounds like a birthday party going on or something.
Just trying to figure out why they name don't never get called. And the real ones don't never catch no break like you dudes that say that y'all real ones. Y'all tack on 1 million different extra joints a year. Just be right there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want the title, you know what I mean? But the name never get called, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't help it. That, you know what I mean?
Take that how you want to take it. But this ain't right what they did to Bricc, man. This ain't right. And hopefully he gets to speak on it sooner than later. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, all right? And if you're still watching this video, click on this video right here to find out how this woman just tried to ruin Neon's career with false accusations.
I mean, it told us some shit, but most shit kind of already knew. And I feel like there's just more to this story, bro. People ain't wanting to tell the whole fucking shit. Or we got to hear the other side. Whoever the opposing side is, we got to hear their side so we can try to piece it together. But I just, even he says he's leaving stuff out because he's on the phone. But, yeah, I don't know, man. There's more to it because I just don't understand how, because you got the same name. You've been in Atlanta a lot of the time. You come back out here hanging with Dub, and then you get caught for some dude trying to steal Bape jackets, and you got to go fight the case for 4 years. And then while you're gone for 4 years, Nip gets unalived, and then the guy with your same hood name did it, and then when you get out, you're dealing with drama from it. I don't know. I mean, I could see the picking and choosing and the moving the goalpost, whatever, but I don't know. There's just more to it, man. Yeah. Definitely didn't lose no weight in his hands yet, huh? Nah, if Flakko was a fight, bro, he hitting with those pillows. All right, what else we got here? Okay, let's trip out on Brandon for a little bit, bro. Tam is just his arch nemesis, I guess.
What is up, everybody?
He kicks it off straight with Tam. This was crazy, bro.
The building.
Brandon don't give a fuck. I'll tell you that.
Let me know if you can see me okay, and also let me know if I sound.
Did he just do the Trump fingers?
See me okay, and also let me know if I
Trump
sound
formula.
Okay. In my headphones, I sound a little robotic, but that's because I have a noise reducer enabled that cuts out background noise. So just let me know if everything is good. It is so good to be here with you all. Today is another episode of the Defiant Brandon show or podcast, whatever you want to call it.
Is the
This is our 8th episode. We're
Pan-Africanism
away from
superhero.
Episode 10, which is going to be humongous. We are in the building, though. And today...
Yeah, Brandon definitely does drive conversation. I think having anybody there all the time gets a little played out. But everyone sprinkled in a little bit here and there once or twice a week, I think it helps. But anytime they want to double down and put somebody on there every day, it just kind of doesn't fully work out, it seems like.
The bed winch altar call.
Bro, why is he calling her a bed winch? Like, this is so crazy. It's funny, in the group chat, so I forget, somebody had to ask even, what is that? I mean, I figured a winch, but I didn't know, but these fools are crazy, bro. If you want, Google it and see what it means.
The bed
or where it comes from.
Winch altar call. Now, many of you may not know what a bed winch is.
Oh, does he tell us?
Traditionally, that is a black woman or even a minority woman who seeks the validation or back historically seeks to bed the men of the group that dominates them. For example, back in slavery, you would have some female slaves who would actually willingly give themselves up to massa, his sons, or whatever Caucasian male they could offer themselves up to for either.
And that's just such a crazy thought, right? Like, so you guys are supposed to be old, racist, and all this shit, but then you're finding the black ladies like sexy enough to want to mate with them. Like, what? And then if you really like add those beliefs, like, shouldn't you not even really be having sex with them? Like, a lot of shit don't make sense. Even like jail, bro. When I seen a fucking skinhead buy weed and smoke it that came out of a black dude's ass, I was like, bro, this shit's crazy, man. Y'all, like, most people ain't racist. This is more like a gang thing and where they come from. And, you know, most of them I wouldn't say fully racist. But, yeah, when I seen them smoking weed that came out of a black dude's ass, I was like, bro, this shit don't make sense. What you're saying you're about don't make sense.
Special treatment, or just to feel like they were more prized than the other chattel. But in our modern day, while it may not be as definitive as it was during slavery, the bed wench still exists. There are bed wenches all around us. We see the most recent example is Tam, the flailing female host of No Jumper. Please bring back Jaleese. I feel like Jaleese had more depth. I feel like Jaleese at least knew what she wanted to focus on. And
They definitely got their own lanes, but yeah, I was asking yesterday, like, where'd Jaleese been, man? Because she definitely on the fuck shit.
Had opinions on specific things, whereas Tam is more of a hype woman. Everything is, yeah, that's right, let's go, that part, ooh, she's one of those. Soft-spoken. Everyone believes that this lady is so attractive. I'm not going to say she's ugly. Don't make me rate her. You give me some super chats and I'll give you a number rating between 1
Like,
to
why
10.
does he just want to, like,
she embodies all of the characteristics
what's
of
the
a
fucking
typical
word?
bed witch.
Not victimizer, but
when I first met her, I gave her
Sexitizer?
flowers, showed massive respect. Foolishly believed the No Jumper audience when they said she's a queen, and specifically someone who was a fellow host who was like, yo, she's on the same stuff you're on. So I thought when I went in, I would have like an ally speaking for the resurgence, speaking in favor of the resurgence of my African-American people back to a place of excellence and prominence. So I came in with the flowers, being extra cool, like, yo, I got a female perspective that's like, talking that good common sense, only to find out that, yeah, she was winching it. She was definitely bad winching it.
crazy, man.
Took my damn flowers, sat there and clutched on them hoes like, she liked them. Probably ain't got flowers in several months or ever, or no time recent. She was
Just
clutching
those
my
little
damn
digs.
flowers that I gave her. But then the next day, soon as she got around Boss Man in a room full of guys who are not even darker.
Why did Brandon and her, the first day when he brought the flowers, did they get along and like have a good rapport that day? And then she switched up on him the next day? Is that why Brandon's tripping?
Then a brown paper bag, she went straight into bad winch mode, blasting me, shaming me. I had never shamed her, blasted her, criticized her in a negative way. I might have said a thing or two about the Pookies and Ray Rays that she worshiped, but I never said anything about her specifically. And that's when I knew, we had a bad winch on our hands. A bad winch will defend the lowest level of black male there is, while eliminating or disqualifying black men as potential love interest. Adam 22.
I don't think Adam going to show up for that
would you date
one.
a white guy? She was like, yeah, I would, as a matter of fact. And she was like,
I mean, like, what's wrong with people dating other races? Like, why is it always got to be a fucking issue? It trips me out.
She was like,
can't people just be happy? If they find the person that makes them happy,
that's the
can they just be
direction I'm
happy?
going in, because
Like,
black
fuck.
men, if they make the money I make, they want to be treated like Jesus. And
Yeah, I did hear her say that.
Talking points.
But I
of
feel
any
like,
femi-
bro, every race has good, bad, nice, asshole. Like, every race got everything, I feel like. So she's probably just surrounded by a certain kind of guy or certain kind of guys, and she got to go look outside her local little bubble, or wherever she go looking for men. She got to go look outside in another bubble.
This bad winch, black feminist bad winch. And it's so funny because don't black women want to be treated like queens? Don't they want a man who caters to them and throws them?
I think everybody wants to be in a relationship where the other one seems like they love him and want to help him.
Humanity, they want us to be obsessed, literally. My lady was like, I want you to be obsessed with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, obsessed, you crazy as hell.
No, that's a stretch.
I ain't obsessed with nobody but me, period. But I do love
Point
you. I do
blank,
care
period.
about you. You know, I give you everything within my power. But this is the narrative that black women are, have created. We want our men to be obsessed with us and worship the ground we walk on. We want a lot while giving nothing in return. That's the biggest thing. You need to pay
you
all
gotta
the
get
bills
something in
and
return, bro.
da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so you're going to be up
It's
here
like,
cooking.
bro, communication, compromise, and sacrifice are the 3 main rules for any healthy friendship or relationship. Communication, compromise, and sacrifice.
Clean it. You don't own me.
And
I
if
ain't
both
your
sides
slave.
give it,
I ain't your
the
servant.
friendship
Okay,
relationship
so when
should
I'm paying
last
all
a
the bills
while.
and busting my ass, what exactly are you going to be doing? Sitting around looking at you crazy while they go spend their money on ridiculously expensive pampering, ridiculous $700 wigs that look ridiculous, hair pieces like the clips that
How
Tam wears
is
in the back of her
race
skull
mixing why
on no
America's in
jumper.
the shape it's in?
You get to slave and bust your ass, and they get to live like they on a permanent vacation. That's what a lot of these, a lot of black women want. And because black men are starting to wake up to that and saying, nah, I'm not cool with that. We hate black women. We're misogynists. We hate our mother. The typical tropes. So this is the bed winch altar call, because what you will understand as you continue to watch this channel is what you see in your day-to-day life is heavily...
No, and that's where it does get a little tricky, because say we fast forward 200, 300, 500 years from now, and we're all just the same people because we've all been mixing this whole time. We're all just some new hyper species that we're all just kind of the same because we've all just mixed so much. All the culture and everything will be just like a thing of the past. I mean, maybe that's how the world's going to go, but you wouldn't be able to go to Mexico City or Hong Kong or Russia. Or, all of Western Europe is kind of like a melting pot now. But yeah, that's the one thing is what would happen to all the culture if we all just became one super mixed race and there was no separate identities anymore.
Influenced and many times directly reflects the things that you believe have nothing to do with you. And I'm going to tell you right now that the bed winching is taking place on more than just the local interpersonal level.
No, that's what it would do, right?
Level.
Pretty much a race.
It is also taking
a whole
place
race and then birth some
nationally.
new mixed,
And it is highlighted nowhere
hybrid, I guess.
better
I don't know.
than this current debate.
And then it's who would be the last who would be the last holding out a race or group or something? They would probably just hold out and just. But then if everybody did that, then the gene pool would just get so small for those people trying to keep whatever race they were trying to keep alive.
Immigration situation where ICE has been ordered by Donald Trump to get these illegal immigrants out of the country.
All right, so is he done talking
for
about
a while,
now?
I felt like the black women were doing good because they were not allowing themselves to be drawn into that situation. But now, as is always or usually the case, Massa has found a way to bait them in. And he baits them in with absolutely nothing, but he works on them constantly until
Let's see if he
their mental
go through and see if you got anything else to say here.
gives way. And then you're looking at, because they don't want to leave the country. So this is just like I'm talking. This is Tam in a nutshell. She is a direct reflection of what's going on nationally. She bashes me.
Our people are a direct reflection. That's that's a lot to say about one person. They just really must have a lot going on if that could be the case.
Who I'm raising. Yesterday, I was at a football game for my daughter's high school. Her teacher walked up to me. White dude, are you Samira's dad? I said, yeah, we're in the stands. This guy makes a big old fuss. Oh my God. You are producing excellence. Your daughter is such a pleasure to have in class. She's my favorite student. Man, I need to have you talk to my entire class.
Nah, it makes you feel good when you get like a compliment from the teacher about your kid. For sure. My daughter's super like about it, handles everything, does all the extra shit, always there helping her band crew. She does guard and band, so she does both in the competitions. She's just super involved. I think it's just something with girls too, that there's just something more in them.
Because whatever you're telling her is working, right? Not even to toot my own horn. My nephew in the same damn class won't even show up to school. Okay, so that just tells you there's definitely a balance. But he lived with his mama. My baby is my baby. And she's so a perfect contrast of the parenting of ghetto.
I agree on that last one, which you don't take.
Like his mom and a father who is actively involved in helping his kid reach the highest height. To Tam, I am the enemy. To her, I am the enemy. He always judging. He always talking about. But let us mention a Pookie like almighty suspect. Let us mention some degenerate.
It's so funny how he just like brings other shit into it.
With a couple black bodies under his belt. Oh.
Golf clap.
Kudos. Oh my God. She's praising these people. Now, doesn't that seem a lot like how black women nationally are trying to destroy Stephen A. Smith for having an opinion while simultaneously
Did you circle back anywhere,
defending
Brandon?
a bunch of criminal illegal alien migrants? She the only.
It's like, bro, trip out all this. Adam interviewed that dude Jay Real and Spody Face yesterday. Man, both those dudes got crazy stories. Both grew up in foster home as kids, man, in South Central. Like, bro, just crazy ass stories, dude. It's like, I grew up a little fucked up, but at least one thing I got to give my mom credit, rest in peace to her, but she definitely kept a roof over my head and never like dropped me off anywhere and put me into foster care or anything like that. Because, man, just hearing these stories and how it weren't for them and turned out and just everything they were up against and the anger they just had from being in the position they were in, it just like, fuck, bro. Like, it's hard for someone to win surrounded by all that. Like, you got to be a really strong-minded individual to not play any of those games. And then when you're broke, you're not going to want to stay in the house. You're going to be outside messing around because we're going to be staying in the house when you're broke and you ain't got shit to keep you occupied. So you're going to go, it is rough, man. That shit's rough. Both those interviews when they come out, like, just crazy stories. No, I got to give Brandon credit, though. This fool talks with a lot of confidence, though, huh?
Bad winch up in her head. Nah, don't bring her.
I wonder how many times he calls her that.
Don't bring me back. Who's about to get these views up? You, Tam? No, everything you're on, the views go down. Everything she's on, the views are tanking. Because she is not she didn't earn it. She's literally just a DEI hire. Ricky won the host competition. But Tam is on more than Ricky. And what does Tam bring to the table? Oh, she's pretty.
Ricky, Brandon, and Tam need their own show.
Oh, she's classy.
Called the Square
Oh,
Bears.
she's sophisticated, which I challenge all those. But she didn't win. So on the day when it mattered,
yeah, my mom raised me. It was just me and her. She had me at 19 when she was 19. And they raised me more as a friend, but just one thing, through all the trials and tribulations, everything, man, she always told me, like, you're a good kid. I love you. Just all those things. And that shit really goes a long way in the end. Sometimes, you know your mom's bigging you up and always supporting you, but it definitely does go a long way in the end, for sure. To just know. And even my wife would trip. She's like, dude, if you're doing good or bad, your mom has your back and down to help you. Like, when I was 15, like 15, 16, my mom used to drop me and the homies off to go paint and then circle back and pick us up in like an hour. I mean, it wasn't too far. It was like in the neighborhood because we lived by a freeway and there was this big wall that ran on the freeway. But she would drop us off and come back and pick us up, definitely helping a little too much in some situations. But at the end of the day, she was always there. It goes a long way for sure because Yeah, man. Just listen to those stories, bro. Like the foster cares being bounced around and all that shit, and then finding the hood and YA and prison, and it's fuck, man. Couldn't imagine of giving 70% of my life to being in jail. Like, fuck, man. I experienced it a little bit, yeah. But I'll try to learn my lesson, man. But over there, like, you guys got people coming at you with guns, so you're going to get a gun to protect yourself, and then at some point, that shit's just going to end all bad. It's all bad. There's no recipe that's going to end good.
To use any of those things to actually win based on merit. So now she's being DEI gifted the position.
No, I appreciate you, though, Dante.
Because
Appreciate
Josh just doesn't want anyone who's smarter than him in the room. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Massa gonna have the women working in the house because he don't want nobody in the house that could be perceived as more man than him.
Yeah, sometimes she wouldn't pay rent for 6 months at a time, but we would figure it out. We stayed in a lot of places. Some we didn't stay that long, but for the most part, she would stay in a house for like 4 or 5 years. It's a good stretch.
He's going to be the only cock in the hen house, so to speak.
But it was just me and her, man. Just me and her. She had to work all week and then work weekend jobs and like, yeah, just, you know, I watched her work. And that's where I feel like I get a lot of my work ethic is watching her work her ass off my whole life. Like, I just understood, like, that's what it takes. That's what you have to do. Ain't no way around it, bro. If you got to you got to do it. And then also, growing up like that, like, I had to realize very young that if I want money, I got to get it myself, and I got to do something to get it. All right, Dante, see you when you get back.
It's just the way it is. But if you really look at the situation, she's a DEI hire.
This was crazy.
She's there because she's pretty. She's a woman. It's just DEI. It's DEI. Give me one clip of Tam saying anything that is even remotely newsworthy, clip-worthy, viral, anything. Nothing at all. So now, No Jumper is engaged in DEI hires. And guess what? You're getting the same result that you always get when you go towards DEI. And maybe Adam's responsible, but I don't think Adam really keeps track of the record of the results of the decisions that whatever Josh is doing are reflecting. But we know that this is going to fail. But there's no one in the room except for maybe Lush. I believe.
No, that's what I always say, bro. It's rough to be on camera there at No Jumper because they've just set the standard so high that you really got to be on some bullshit or a crazy opinion. Sometimes I feel like you got to have a harsh opinion for the sake of having a harsh opinion, whether you even believe it or not. So then at that point, you're starting to get out of character because you're trying to do shit to get the numbers up.
We need you back on the show. We need him back on the show. Keeping it real. So if all the people in the room are like, yo, bro need to be back, who do you think?
No, that's, bro, I always lived next door to my grandma until we moved down here, but always lived next door to my grandma until we moved down here because, you know, she could help out. I'd spend a lot of time with my grandparents, too, until my grandpa passed away, and then we moved to L.A.
The person like, nah. Josh, follow with Tam, follow with Adam, and I don't think Adam really gives a shit as far as, like, whatever I want to get paid. But it's just...
If that vlog they did when they went to the rally, if you would have took Brandon there to talk to people, that shit probably would have went up. It would have been antagonizing as fuck, but that probably would have been gnarly.
Straight hate. You can't say it's based on merit or lack of engagement.
He probably would have got jumped by the frogs and the Straw Hat Ladies.
I don't like you because you don't think like I do politically. And I got one little parrot bedwench who gonna agree with me.
Crazy,
right? And
man.
that's okay. I think I got under his skin when I talked about how No Jumper, they act like they talk about the Jewish people in the record label, but they doing the same thing on the podcast. I think I might have got under his skin with that one, but it's okay. We're going to be fine. But that is the connection I wanted to make here. And I want to show you how that plays out on the national scale and doesn't work. It always ends bad. And then I'm going to show you how
even
it's
the
happening
comment right here,
in
parrot,
our
blah, blah,
real
is diabolical.
life. So there's a rep named LaMonica McIvers who is just dumb. She's
Man,
a
he brings
female
up Tam a lot.
That's all that's about.
But I definitely got to give Tam last week, I think on the No Jumper show, she was challenging Adam quite a bit. And that was pretty entertaining if you ask me.
But black people will jump out, and Tam included. Candace Owens, she's the bad one. She's this
But
and
she
that.
wasn't really like doubling down on it a lot. She would just make her wisecrack instead of like
You're projecting.
really going at him.
You're projecting. And I wasn't quite sure if she was a bad wench until she came with that bullshit saying, yeah, I marry and date a white man. Because the black man, it's always the black man's fault. It's not like I'm disrespectful. I be running my fucking mouth too much. None of that. I think this chick was actually married before.
Was she married?
But it's always about the black man doing this, the black man doing that.
I guess I wouldn't doubt
yada,
she was
yada,
married.
Yada. This is just the way it goes. It's always something, but it's always the black man's fault.
Top of the morning, Sev.
Straight up. Oh, you need to get in the debate. For what? She's losing every time. That's not even a person worth debating. As many dates and shit she done got wrong. Come on, bro. I'll just make it a history lesson. Hey, man, what about this? What about that?
That could be rough, bro. Like, imagine being married to a dude with PTSD. Like, I got like a family member that I think kind of suffers from that shit and had like an injury over there in Iraq or whatever. And I've heard some stories that it could be a little rough at times, man. And that's just, I don't know how who can handle going to war or can handle going to that, but a lot of dudes seem like they can't handle seeing what they have seen over there. And I mean, PTSD, it's like we all get PTSD, kind of, not like, I guess, levels to it. But even growing up in the hood, you get PTSD. If you're running around breaking the law all the time, you'll get PTSD from the cops, even though it's a little self-inflicted, but there's a level of it there.
I'm trying to,
all right,
I'm trying to find this clip. Doing this, that, and the third. But nobody's going to call this out. And it's a bunch of black men. It's a bunch of black men in the room, which is crazy to me. Hold on. Oh, the No Jumper 385 episode where the timestamp is for her saying she would definitely date a white dude, just let me know. I might have somebody. This is when I was like, oh, we're dealing with one of those. Because I didn't think she would say that
He's
shit
so
on
judgmental.
live. Like, you know, the feminists are usually pretty smart. They usually keep, you know, their true feelings close to their chest. They don't tell on themselves. But she just let it fly. I said, oh, so she's just like a feminist, but she not that. She ain't like battle trained. She don't know how to be like a Oprah or like a Gayle King type. They not gonna ever really bash black men directly, like a Tyler Perry type, but they're gonna definitely gonna like insinuate or like hint at it, you know, vaguely, you know, little subliminal attacks. Tam is not, she's not there. She's not there yet. She's still like, I'm very much gonna say this. And
it's crazy. I think when she even said it on there, I think she said she hasn't dated a white guy yet, but she's open to it. And then everyone's just running with it like it's the biggest crime that she says she's open to it. I mean, I guess maybe because she made it on the point of already dating black dudes, but I mean, bro, it's a little crazy here, Brandon.
But I ain't gonna talk. I don't know what this is.
This guy's killing me. He keeps looking for shit.
But,
you gotta have these links saved, bro. Ready to go.
Somebody sent me a video where it says, Tam destroys Brandon in epic takedown. That bitch got, I'm not calling her a bitch. I'm saying the video got like 1 like. Cool, man. Oh, yeah, for sure, flattered by the flag. I'm also not the one on No Jumper calling other black people coons the way she was calling me a coon. I didn't call Tam. I've never called anybody on No Jumper a coon. Not even Almighty Suspect. I don't never really like challenge somebody's blackness based on their opinion, right? I don't follow Umar's narrative. I don't call nobody no coon.
Oh, but you call them everything else.
Have diversity of thought. Just because you think a certain way, that doesn't make you a coon. You just don't think the way I think. She called me a coon. Remember when she gave me the Marcus Garvey?
But you call everybody else everything else. It's just that one word you don't use, Brandon.
Harvey pen? Here, take this for when you start cooning. Out of that mouth right there, I don't want to hear nothing but blackity blackness. Because you came out like you super nigga. But now we see the truth. And ain't it always like that? Ain't it always like that? Ain't it just like the Jodie Smith chick? You know that black lady, Jodie Smith? The one who played in that movie, Queen and Slim? You know her?
That was a trippy movie. I've kind of forget it, but I remember watching it.
Somewhere to sleep. That's what it be like, though. That's all I'm saying. Tam, kill the act, man. That's BS. Come at me with that crap. Don't come at me with that crap. Okay?
He's trying to stay monetized.
But this is how they do. This is how they do.
You give them any excuse to play you.
These all new people. This boy knew Moose. This dude, I don't know who he is, but he knew Creep. He's a regular, right? But right now, we're trying to carry this show with Tam and Lush, right? Lush asks a question. He wants an answer, because I'm sure...
Moose be doing his thing. I have no idea who this dude is. And does he make content outside of No Jumper, or is this really the only content that he makes? So I don't think I've really seen anything else anywhere else. And then, what's Tam's channel? Anybody know what Tam's channel is? I haven't got a chance to look at it yet. And then, we got Lush World right here.
Sure, at this point, he tired of running his damn mouth, right? That's what I think. He like, dude, I'm getting kind of tired of carrying the show. That's a lot of work for 2 hours, right? Watch Tam's response when he throws the question, yeah, and then just sit there reading the comments.
You're welcome over.
So Tam was married to a Mexican dude from a hood with PTSD. That's a wild combo, huh?
Here anytime. We appreciate you, bro. You feel me? You a part of this shit.
Way.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll see y'all next week, man.
All right, easy call. All right, go.
All right.
Easy call, sleazy draws. What do you...
Now watch. All Tam does is ad-libs. Yep, yeah. She's too busy reading the comments. She's not even able to think of a thought about that. The comments is all she care about. That's why she go after every show and go respond to every favorable comment. Thank you. And one unfavorable, some little slick remark. Watch this.
Y'all think about that?
That's a little crazy, bro. If you leave and you start going through all the comments and talking to the people, I mean, I guess that's how you really build something up, I guess. I mean, I fuck with all y'all because we're right here chatting, but I don't know if I'd have the time to go through all, the comments if I was on here like these guys are.
I hope it works out for him, man. Kids, stay out the streets, bro. Don't let them, because you give them any excuse to play you and fuck you, they're going to fuck you for sure, bro. So you guys just, that's the only thing I'll tell people, man. Just stay out the streets, bro. It's way more fly to not have to deal with that bullshit than to have to, have your fate decided by the state.
This is the
like
guy
that.
that's
Also, I feel like
from
when
the
people
army
go to
and
jail,
the
I think
SA
a lot
hood.
of focus goes on obviously the person like Sus and what he's gonna go through, but it's gonna be people left, his girl, his kids, his family, and all that shit still gotta move without him. So I feel like if you really fuck with Suspect, you need to be like sending a birthday gift to the kids or
No,
doing
100%.
something to help out.
And that's that, because there is.
That's what real homies
the bad
do.
winch, right?
That's what real homies do.
Sus is a criminal, a self-admitted I had hoes, trafficker. That's what that means. If you like, I got hoes and they was going for me, you're a trafficker. That's what you're doing. So let's support the trafficker's family. Send the kids Christmas gifts and all this stuff, right? This a feminist though. I'm a coon. I'm a coon because I have an opinion that she doesn't agree with. I'm not hurting nobody. But when it's the trafficker.
Does Tam react to Brandon on her page? Do any of y'all know what her page is? Damn, Army Rager? That fool knows some shit.
Oh, take care of his family. Make sure the kids okay. Bro said he has custody of both his kids. So in my mind, that says him and the kid's mama ain't together. Why don't we go deeper into that conversation? But that is the trademark characteristic of a bad witch. They don't mind. They will defend criminality.
Gotta be like 15 times he's called her that already.
If a black man is a criminal, that's okay because she feels she is intellectually superior to Suspect. And she is right. But when a black man come in there who not going to crash out, do things that remove him from with his family, the warning signs go off. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. That's a threat. That's a threat to every feminist. Now let her entertain y'all a little bit more.
Neural damage.
Yeah, like, and he's a real dad. He was just up here with his kids, so you're
Carti
gonna
B
miss out
fan
on
page?
that too. Yeah, you're gonna miss out on that too. Like your dad picking you up, taking you to the movies, taking you out, taking you, wherever, get ice cream, Target, whatever little shit he be doing with his kids. Like somebody got to.
Now she just bashed me because my dad was in jail. She said, yeah, that's why you never could get that perspective. See, that's why you act the way you act, and all this stuff. But she's talking about.
Some of Wax homies that come by, one of them's from Long Beach, and he said he grew up with Brandon's dad, and he said Brandon's dad's a real one. I mean, obviously real about something if you got the LWAP, but yeah, he was saying he grew up with Brandon's dad when they were younger. He only had good things to say about him.
Oh, he's a real dad. How do you know that? How does she know all that? Because somebody brought their baby up there 2 times in a row. He's a real dad. He's a bum. He's a bum. That's it. I don't even think she believes the shit she's saying. Yeah, and he's a real dad. And is this what y'all signing up to watch?
He just made his great return back to no jumper, too.
I thought this was going to be Moose calling Brandon out. I didn't know they were just going to go about
The funniest
sus.
thing ever, though, was when he was like, his first lawyer on the case was Rosenberg.
Oh, drunk.
And he said, like, I'm going to get this.
I'm saying Pookie and Ray Ray and shit like he not black. What do you think white people see when they see you, Pookie?
I fuck with Brandon.
Come on, be for real. Stop that shit.
Everything she just said, I believe that shit.
I think isn't Pookie's from New Jack City, right? Chris Rock, that's where it's from? Let me look. But Brandon's not skinny, so. Oh yeah, it is from New Jack City. These people are crazy.
Shit is correct, but I do fuck with
He
Brandon.
had some very harsh words for Tam
the
other day. Like, kind of, I don't know, because Tam's never really, she's debated him and things like that, but she's never, come super sideways and been like, oh, you da-da-da. But he kind of, I don't know, Tam, how did you feel about what Brandon said?
I just feel like it's lame. He act like a middle school.
Brandon, to do that, Brandon's probably going to need 2 pairs of shoes because he's going to wear out the first pair of shoes after 20 minutes with his big ass. And Brandon's solid as fuck, and he probably, yeah, bro, he'll probably tear those shoes apart. They'll probably be like all flatted out, like pressed out.
Oh boy, like, and you haven't picked on no nigga up here that's your size or in your weight class, and now it was a girl, and you quit. I didn't do nothing to you. You quit on your own, and now it's a girl, and you want to try to bully me at every chance you get. So many little bot pages send me clips and shit of him talking about me and his like.
Now I'm a bully. Isn't that the feminist talking point? Now I'm bullying her. When she was up there talking shit on me the day after we were on together with Adam and Lush and everybody else. But now it's bullying. See? I could just let this chick talk and she proves every point I'm making.
This fool Brandon just has all these arguing points down. So good, like.
Dingy apart.
Like, what do you say? That's like something everyone would say.
See? I could just let this chick talk and she proves every point I'm making.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people just say. It's like a copy and paste.
Yeah, and
like you have nothing going on.
To be fair, Lush is the one that was pitting Brandon and Tam against each other pretty heavily since the insertion of Tam into No Jumper for sure. So I think it got under his skin at one point.
Well, I'll say this: like that was done from like an ideological perspective, like because it made sense. Him being super conservative, pushing this line for Black empowerment under the guise of conservatism.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Brandon's challenged
left,
pretty much everybody,
like
right?
Super.
I don't know if he's fully done it in person, but he's challenged everybody. At least said something.
Strict partisan rhetoric or whatever. And she was kind of like an opposing view on that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, I want Tam and to catch Brandon. I was like, you know what? This is like an intellectual that's
kind of started the fire a little bit. You know, a girl coming up
the other day.
Because he knows.
I've accused Brandon.
No disrespect to either one, but saying intellectual, she went to FITM. And I don't even think Brandon went to college or anything. You could be self-read. I'm sure that'll help. But, yeah, isn't intellectual like when you get a degree and actually have some accomplishments in some educated genre?
Brandon of being, since our initial arguments, is he's a separatist.
Yeah.
He wants races to be separated. I believe in races being together.
Is that like Garveyism? Does he follow like Garveyism?
No, he doesn't.
That's like
he's not self-reliant.
Black
really
foundational type.
That's a super generous way to characterize.
Yeah, that would be like the generous way to say it.
No, because he's not self-reliant. Marcus Garvey would preach that you need to be everything on your own, and if he had any of those tenets, he wouldn't want to be on this show.
Yeah, if he was really into Garveyism, then he wouldn't be talking down on like the affluent Black communities in Los Angeles.
And he wouldn't always be bragging about that he lives in a white neighborhood now. Because why aren't you creating a nice Black neighborhood?
Because like that's one of like the points that he's made several times is like I tried to fucking.
All she is an ad-lib. He said, listen, this boy asked, is he a Garveyite? It's a Black queen. We was queens and shit. She's in the room, but the white man is giving you a lesson on Marcus Garvey, but she's supposed to be the person who's pro-Black giving people Marcus Garvey pins. She's nothing but a cheerleader. Yeah, Lush, tell him. Lush can't talk about Marcus Garvey with me sitting in that room. Shut your fucking ass up. You know nothing about Garvey. She knows nothing about Garvey.
I'm going to have to look up some Garvey.
He can't be building a Black neighborhood. Why don't the Pookies that she worships, why don't they build a Black neighborhood? Because if I built a Black neighborhood, they would be destroying it. And she would be cheering them on. I'm being real. This is the most ignorant, goofy history lesson ever.
And support the Black community in LA, but I can't. There's no decent.
Everybody.
I'll be honest. I will say now that it's like the three of us and we're like super. This is just like because saying no.
Happy about it. That guy sounds like he's speaks the truth.
Yeah, like a 5-minute brand.
So when I called in, I'm the only one who speaks the truth about the situation with Suspect and all these other goofballs, minus my boy Creep. But they just don't want to say what needs to be said. It's a glazed session. Hey, insert gang member. Let's all gargle his balls when he's sounding absolutely dumb, ignorant, and nobody has the balls to say, hey, bro, you on the phone talking crazy like you excited to be going to jail. You know, you leaving your kids behind. It's all about the kids, but it should be all about the kids before you do the dumb shit. I'm a play it.
Didn't limit, then I think it's cool.
I was
but
thinking 3.
Okay, that's cool too. But like, I appreciate like what Creep said, where it's
Chat repeatedly posting the same thing. Stop.
people, and you can't have somebody that's pretty much a cancer to the platform. Every single person that comes on, he's tearing down. You can't be like that if you're trying to build something. And
I'm a cancer to the platform. They're cancers to the platform. No one wants to watch. That's a cancer.
And yeah,
I mean, that's what I've said, bro. Brandon, I think, just needs his own show so he can invite people on to combat with, and that can make content for the rest of the week for other people to talk about. But just putting him on here with just random different people, like, I don't know, man. It just seems like a bunch of, like, weird back and forth.
Not this and that. He's not learning the main lesson.
So
wait, let me say
I
this.
feel like whatever situation it was old.
Yeah, but beyond.
I don't think he's, I don't think Moose Man undercover. I don't even think he gangbangs. Because if that did come out, that would, Lush would have to catch the fucking fade with him. Lush would have to. There'd be no way around it.
Sus, I want to talk about this.
You'd have to get down like P-Face did at Universal Studios.
He pivoted already.
Tam is just a bad winch, bro. Like, if you ever been in pro-black space, you.
I'm surprised she didn't say something right there. Like, you're in the room. You'll be way louder than that phone. That's the problem with the phone. Like with the Roadcasters, you can Bluetooth it in so the person on the phone can at least be just as loud as the person right there. But the person in the room always fucking wins because they could just overpower and be louder than that person.
You've dealt with a lot of people like Tam. They celebrate Pookie and Ray Ray and Thugs and Degenerates. Any black man who they feel like black men who aren't degenerate are a threat to them.
You for sure fucked more white girls and bunny hops significantly more than Tam's even considered fucking with a white dude. I put money on that.
I had one.
You said you had a bunny hopping past in high school.
He had one white girlfriend. I've never had no white romantic partner.
Yeah.
I mean, why does that even matter?
The most important thing. I have a
It's like they're arguing all this, but then that's their biggest thing is like interracial dating. Seems like it's kind of ironic, right? Like
black wife in a black family. But the thing I'm telling you is you deal with people like that in the pro-black space, so it's just par for the course. I met Tam. I was totally nice to her, gave her flowers. People were like, oh, she's a black queen. Soon as she got in mixed company, soon as I wasn't there, she started bashing me with everybody else, which is totally fine. But just don't pretend like you were ever real or genuine. I came trying to be nice about it. But as soon as she was like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm getting a little traction, which I'm happy for her. I don't think she has really a point to make, but I'm happy for her just being like the hype man on No Jumper. It's cool with me. I don't care.
He just loves throwing shots.
As far as Moose Man,
Brandon should name his shit Brandon throwing shots.
I'll be there to debate you.
Hey, you get paid what you're worth, bro.
I don't fear you. I don't fear you.
It's a free market. It's a free market. You get paid what you're worth.
I've watched your videos. You're not really that smart.
And neither are you, so we perfect for each other. Neither are you, so we perfect.
Intelligent.
What do you say about being Mexican?
What I'm telling you is you're not that smart as you're not as smart as you think.
And neither are you, so we perfect for each other, Brandon. We the perfect match. Just show up to your job. Just show up to your job.
Listen, you want to debate me. There was never a moment where I was like, oh, he's smart, so I want to debate him.
Yeah, but then why did you get cooked in the host competition? Why did you get cooked?
Slaughtered.
I don't know.
Trump got us out of Afghanistan, right? False.
I don't know.
You was lying in that thing. Just like you pivoted in the Destiny debate the whole time.
Lush, I think that when you lost your debate against me,
this again is revisionist history.
You have a chip on your shoulder about that, so you want to find the next person who's going to beat me.
Let me tell y'all something. This is true facts. Before I called in, that stream was sitting at 1.5K views, and it was stuck there. I called in, got him up to 2.5K, and then it stayed there, I think, for the majority of the time. God, they're not interesting. Nobody, well, Creep, he's not.
And I wonder how many super chats that phone call made.
Not really the guy who's talking, but Creep gives good insight. But if no one ever says, hey, Creep, what do you think about that? That's what I'm saying. You got to know how to bring people into the conversation. And
organizations,
I don't know.
Woody being a rat.
Yeah.
I listened to that to try to see if Tam brought something insightful. This is her. Sound like somebody grandma up in there. That's what you came to.
I mean, in her defense, Brandon, when they talk about music or anything else, your takes wouldn't be the best either. I mean, when it comes to politics and all this other shit, for sure you got a bunch of shit you could ramble off. But when it came to music and like pop culture topics, you were a little behind too.
Offer? Child show is. That's all I get from that.
It was crazy.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a jerk or nothing, but
that's what
all
you are.
I'm getting from that. Show is.
Anything that would like encourage him to do it.
Look, you could give.
But it's like, oh, okay.
Got you.
That's why you're.
It can explain some of his views for sure.
Yeah,
That's why you hate the hood so bad.
I get it.
So your daddy.
I get it.
I
Now
hate the hood because my daddy.
let's get into the topic.
Like I would wife up Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same as the NBA player who was gonna fuck you for a few months.
And like Tam said, there ain't no salary cap in soccer,
no
man.
salary
They getting
cap,
that
baby.
bread.
I mean,
that
like,
David Beckham.
Oh God.
Realistically, there's a lot of people, fucking basketball player or not, who would wife.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Brandon's skipping through on me too.
Coming out of bounds.
Full, you know.
So we gotta assume.
Let's see.
Really like the old.
He brings
And
up
when
Tam in
he
here.
says some porn shit, like, do you want to be on Plug Talk, Brandon? Is that why you're always making porn references?
But Brandon can't tear down like the black community and say
the
everybody's like
Brandon
gang
and
members
Munchie
that
B,
shoot each other and then say, "Oh, Tam, why aren't
tag
you,
team?
you know, exclusively dating the demographic that I trash pretty much exclusively?"
That makes sense.
That don't make no sense.
No, but
Do y'all think fucking Munchie B's ever gonna get on Plug Talk with Adam, or do you think when he just gets a little liquor in him, he fucking thinks it sounds like a good idea?
he says, "Oh, she's scared of a strong, black king," and it's like, you're a king because you make the same as me. You make 100K. You got a regular desk job. You're a king now. That's the problem I was talking about.
Well, look, like, who am
I
I?
mean,
To
it sounds like, are you looking for something financial? Or are you looking for someone that got your back and emotionally got you? Because even right there that she's looking for a paycheck.
I mean, how much do I have to make to be a black king? Do you see what I'm saying? That's the
I
problem.
mean, a good dude holding it down, paying the
So,
bills. I mean,
that
I don't know.
proves
What,
it
you need a
right
private
there.
jet or
Her
something?
issue is any black man who has confidence in himself, any black man who believes in himself and is strong willed. Did she not just say that's the problem I was talking about? So for the females, believe in yourself. You could do anything, queen, and all this bullshit, right? But if the black man has any confidence, it's problematic for her. It's problematic for her. She just admitted, I'm not accusing Tam based on anything perceived. It's what she's literally saying out of her own mouth.
Speak down on black love. I'm all for it. You feel me? Like, I think it's a beautiful thing. I'm also, but what I'm not, and what I've accused Brandon of being since our initial arguments is he's a separatist.
Yeah.
He wants races to be separated. I believe in races being together.
Is that like
Nah.
Garveyism? Does he follow like doing it up? You feel?
Right, Brandon, you're going
is-
back to the
me,
same shit.
I think it was genuine. It seemed genuine in the moment, and then I think once the narrative got started, or just Tam pushing back on his bullshit, I think just rubbed him the wrong way because he thought, oh, you know, she's gonna nice, you know, girl coming up here, and then Tam's a little more opinionated than you might think, and then it's like, oh, damn, she low key cooking me. Hold on, I
Or
gotta
he
spend.
probably look at her just like a debate partner game, like somebody that he feel like could really keep up with the bullshit that he's spewing.
But you don't call
get what
people
I'm
out their
saying?
name. If
I
they
think he
debate
keep.
partner.
I do think
Correct.
Brandon keep a great balance though when it comes to the pot, and just based off of, you know, everybody don't sound like they agreeing with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Although a lot of the shit that he say is outlandish.
And it'd be off
get what I'm
topic.
saying? But,
Like, how you gonna disagree with somebody and you're not even on the topic that they're talking about? You
Yeah.
can't bring up a whole new point.
Yes, I can, because the topics are trash. That's why y'all sitting there acting like y'all in a damn DMV waiting room.
I don't know where Brandon gets the energy
If
for this
it's a
shit,
garbage
man.
topic, let's talk
Like,
about
I just
something
don't have
else.
it in me. Like, if I tried to, I don't even know what the fuck I would double down on and make my whole identity, but you say I was a black dude and I was gonna go for this Pan-Africanism. Like, I just don't think I'd have the energy in me to, like, go this hard or care this much about it all.
That's potting. Like how, look,
It takes a lot
Brandon
of energy,
was
man.
not in the topic of no
I'm running out
jumper
of energy
that
just
day. But how did they get
talking
on a
about him
whole
talking about it.
30-minute conversation about me? Because the topic was boring or stupid So they start talking. They came together, based on their collective hatred for me. See what I'm saying? But Creep keeps keeping it real though. Yeah, you need balance, man. You need somebody who like don't agree with everything. Right?
Is that pretty much
even
it?
though the stuff he said is
we
like
got any more
outlandish,
mentions of Tam?
I believe that Creep is a better
Stamps.
podcaster than all of them except for maybe Lush. Because Creep is like, yo, let me like.
I think Moose could go
Brandon,
somewhere with
this,
it.
That. He does bring this. He's
Tam's
bringing
already on there.
perspective. If he wasn't there, it would just be 3 white dudes and 1 black chick in a room bashing Brandon. I don't mind getting back.
Who's the 3 white dudes? What'd he say?
And 1 black chick there, it would just be 3 white dudes and 1 black chick in a room bashing Brandon.
Who's the 3 white dudes? I mean, I guess I could see Adam and Lush. But who's the third one?
I don't mind getting bashed, but bro, balance it out. Make it a real conversation. Come on, bro. That was bad.
Got any more mentions over here, Brandon?
And we can't call it out that it was bad. If you can't call something out for being bad, why on earth, well, then it's never going to improve. It's never going to get better than what it is. And that's why you're not seeing a lot of growth on these shows.
I think a lot of problem of it is, too, is I think a lot of this shit gets age restriction, bro. Like, this conversation today seemed like it was pretty normal. It's probably pretty good. But when they start going hard, yelling, cussing, and all that, when it gets age restricted, that's really gonna hurt the view count. All right, so we finished Brandon. What else we got here? Should we go to the Adam and Whack, or should I just react to some other shit first? Do y'all see the No Kings protest? Shit look like Mardi Gras kinda, huh? Like all the people in their costumes and everything. Let's see. See if I could find it. I was watching a live a couple days ago, and they had this crazy lady on here. She was like claiming frogs and Straw Hat Crew. Where'd it go? It's funny. You see, Yella said he was in jail with Mozzie for 24 hours. And you see, Munchie answered back. I got that on the list, too. Gotta
be at least 10,000 people. The march has started. I'm not sure the march route.
Yeah, if fucking Compa could get his shit together, that would be something. But he just gotta like do his homework.
You want to talk about it at all?
Well, I already had the hat and the whip, and this quote was talking to me all week long, so I had to poster it.
All right, where's the? Oh yeah, trip out on this lady.
I appreciate you, man. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. You want to
But
talk at all?
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you'd rather have it peaceful than people destroying everything. But this should just look like a carnival. I'm surprised they didn't have rides and all kinds of shit, like shooting a balloon or filling the little clown's face with water and the balloon going up.
Okay, thank you, bro. So in between.
Hi.
You want to talk online, right?
I would like, yeah. Is that cool?
Yes. Let's get the people in background of you.
Okay.
So, what brought you out?
The current state of affairs in our country.
Yeah.
Yes. And also because I have a very loud voice, which I can use to like help with like leading in chants and songs.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of like call and response. And that's like what helps build a sense of community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is that important right now?
It's important to have community so that we can have unity, because apes together strong. We're stronger when we're together, and no human is illegal.
Yeah.
Also, I got a frog under my hat.
Oh. So.
I know, what does the frogs mean? Because she was like claiming her and her frog crew. Like, what are all the different animals? Is there meanings for all the different animals? And then she was claiming, like, the straw hat ladies. Like, I've heard of the red hat or the purple hat ladies. I actually went to a restaurant one time, and the whole fucking restaurant was full of little old ladies with purple hats, man. Crazy. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Let me see if I can find a picture. Because it's crazy. Imagine walking into a restaurant, and it's nothing but little old ladies with purple hats. Purple hat crew. I mean, I guess I could just Google, is it a club?
Why did you bring the frog out?
Because Portland Frog's #1 team in America right now. Because Portland Frog, I think it represents how silly everything is.
And she got the red hat right there.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous that we've gotten to this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally watched a movie yesterday, which it's fiction because, like, you know, it was in the 80s, and the plot was that they had to decide whether or not to adopt, like, a clean energy bill, which could have altered the fate of the Earth. And they didn't, and they did, and that was the fiction of it. And I was just like, oh my fucking God. Like, I live in the worst timeline. And also, this is not my first time out here. I've been out here, like, every month. You should come too. Bring a friend, but only if you feel like you're physically able. That's very important. Everybody has a different, you know, role to play. Like, I'm the bard. I help with the singing. You know what I mean? And that's very important. If you've got a loud voice, if you've got pipes, listening, keep us motivated to keep the fight up, because it's our country. And, like, we're allowed to depose a government that doesn't have our best interests at heart. I don't know if you're aware of that. You can go look it up. That's a fact. And I don't know who's up in Washington, but they're not doing it good. You know, do you ever wonder, okay.
Yeah, I got a little sidetracked, but I don't know. I walked into a restaurant one time, and it was full of ladies looking just like this. I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? I asked the waiter, and he was like, it's the Red Hat Club. The whole restaurant, bro, was just a bunch of ladies all dressed like this. Guess they're pretty powerful, bro. There's a whole shit ton of them. But, yeah, I thought it was pretty wild.
So, like, my idea is that we should just go to Washington and be like, okay, can we have the country back, please? Like, you know what you're doing is wrong, so can we just please have it back? Like, you don't gotta get nasty about it. Just give us our country back, you know what I mean? Because, like, this is not what we signed up for. Is this what the Magic School Bus taught you? Is this the trajectory that we're on as a country? It's horrible. It's horrifying. Get out here. Get your white friends, especially. Cis heterosexual white boys. Get out here. Where are you at?
What the hell is, what'd she say? What kind of fucking, what is that?
Get your white
We got closed captions on.
friends, especially that we're on as a country. It's horrible. It's horrifying. Get out here. Get your white friends, especially cis heterosexual white boys. Get out here. Where are you
What's
at?
a cis heterosexual?
Yeah, thanks for talking to me, Unicorn Riot. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. Real stuff.
Cis.
And talk about the frog, and talk about, for people who don't know in Portland, and why the frog has become a symbol.
So the frog is a symbol because the idea that they have rolled out troops and ice in Portland is ridiculous. Like there's no need to send the National Guard to Portland when Alaska is flooding. Literally, homes are being destroyed. There are people drowning. There's citizens of this country and natives whose land this is originally, and it's up to the federal government to help provide them aid, and they're not doing anything. So, like, it's ridiculous, and the frog represents how ridiculous the whole thing is. You were there. Unicorn Riot was there.
I guess a heterosexual person is sexually attracted to people who are non-binary or transgender. The term was created as an alternative to scoliosexual, which is non-widely considered outdated and problematic. That is crazy, bro. Trip out. Oh, cis heterosexual? It's not heterosexual? Heterosexual?
We OG. We were at the precinct. You know what I mean? We've been out in these streets since George Floyd. You know what I mean? Like, you remember how all that went down? Like, it's ridiculous. The use of force on peaceful protesters, that's silly, right? I remember, what was it, in Brooklyn Park, somebody threw a water bottle and they replied with the volley of fucking, like, tear gas during the Brooklyn Dante Wright. Yeah, that was so fucked up, dude. Like, and I was there. It was goofy. We all had like umbrellas We were like in the front with, you know, and there's no such
Like,
thing
bro,
as Antifa.
why you
in
gotta
case
make
nobody
a big old name up just to say that you're fucking operating? I don't even know what the fucking right word is, bro, but I'm not gonna start using cis heterosexual. Crazy.
told you, like, that's just a concept that exists. It's not an actual organized thing. And you gotta educate your friends too, because that's really important, and your loved ones, especially like my family members. I have family members who are like falling into like the centrist trap, and like I just found out that like my brother listens to Joe Rogan. I'm like, oh, since when?
The fuck's wrong with Joe Rogan?
Like, we need to have a chat, brother, about everything. You know what I mean?
I wonder what she listens to.
Yeah. It's a lot to breathe on.
I can imagine, bro, having this lady over for dinner or some shit. You would have to get Brandon to come over too if you had this lady, if she was like part of your family or whatever. Because, bro, she would just be blaming everybody for everything, bro, instead of letting people just be who the fuck they are. Like, this lady sounds like she wants to, like, pretty much, if it's not her way, then it's the highway.
#1 team in America. And if you roll up, represent.
Yeah, there's a lot of animals here too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're frogged up.
I'm frogged up.
Dang.
I forgot my frog shoes, but I had a fried frog shoes.
Dang, you even got green shoes
I do
on.
have green shoes on. What's up?
Dang, you're rocking it. All right, well, thank you so much. Anything else you want to say?
Keep up the good work. Please donate to Unicorn Riot. Consider joining their channel.
Oh, thank you.
It costs money, but it's worth it. Independent journalism.
None of it costs money.
None of it costs money?
No.
Then donate to them.
Yeah, thank you.
And get out in these streets.
Yes, thank you.
You can edit that part.
It's all good. Appreciate you. Hey, talk about your flag.
Yeah, trip out. The first time I watched it, I was tripping a little more, I guess. All right, what else we got here? Oh, this is pretty funny. You guys see fucking Trump's reaction to it? This fool's nuts, man. It's probably gonna get me copyright. This fool's crazy. I wonder, did someone send this to him? Like just somebody random and he seen it and was like, oh, perfect, I'm gonna reuse that. Or you think he like got a group chat and he asked someone, hey bro, could you make this one for me? Probably just a reshare, right? Because they said he was pretty much quiet the whole weekend while everything was going down, huh? All right, let's just run through these politics ones, bro. Let's see, is there any new ones? Hamas, Israel. Because you've seen, well, I guess this is the last one, right? Because they're saying Hamas attacked some IDF dudes. But when they do shit like this, bro, like, who do you believe? They're probably over there fucking antagonizing each other. Yeah, I guess, fuck it. Let's watch this one.
Let's step back for a second. Fox News alert: Israel conducting an airstrike in Gaza overnight.
Bro, what is there left to strike there anyways?
Israeli troops on the ground there.
Israel is calling it a bold violation of the new ceasefire, putting the whole region on edge.
Trey Yingst is live in Tel Aviv with the very latest. Good morning, Trey. This is not good news.
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. It's not good news. The Israeli military is currently striking the Gaza Strip. They say Hamas violated the ceasefire agreement. I spoke with one military official who said 2 separate attacks took place inside Israeli-controlled territory. One of them an RPG attack and the other a sniper attack conducted by Hamas. Most of the strikes this morning have taken place in the southern Gazan city.
It's crazy. The Israels have like a little area inside the Hamas area. So crazy how all that shit works over there, man.
City of Rafah, but there is at least one report of a strike in the northern part of the enclave. This was a difficult moment for Israeli forces, having to make a decision about whether or not to start striking Gaza again. We also understand at this moment that there are warnings from the U.S. State Department against Hamas. Overnight, a statement was released by the U.S. State Department saying, quote, the United States has informed the guarantor nations of the Gaza.
So I'm sure like a whole generation of kids are all going to have like lung problems from the dust and the bombs and the explosion and just like crumbling cement. Crumbling cement and cement dust is like one of the worst things for your lungs.
Peace agreement of credible reports indicating an imminent ceasefire violation by Hamas against the people of Gaza. And so we're looking at two separate things here. One, an attack by Hamas overnight on Israeli forces within the Gaza Strip. And two, a warning from the U.S. State Department that Hamas is planning to target Palestinian civilians or the forces that are currently opposing their rule inside Gaza. All of this comes as Hamas released the bodies of 2 additional hostages overnight. We do know the name of one of those hostages from a kibbutz in the...
That's crazy. Don't they have like 28 bodies still over there? And they're just giving like a couple at a time? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
The southern part of Israel. His name is Ronen Engel, and Israeli authorities released his name overnight after informing his family. This means that there are still 16 bodies belonging to hostages inside Gaza. Those bodies are supposed to be released by Hamas as part of this agreement, and they've been trickling out so far since the agreement went into place. But again, the latest information that we have right now, Israeli forces are indeed striking the Gaza Strip. The military confirms to Fox News after they say Hamas violated the ceasefire agreement. Guys?
Trey, really quick. So when Hamas violated that agreement and those rockets were shot over to Israel, were there civilians there? And then on the Israeli side, in their retaliation, are there civilians involved in that as well?
So we understand that Hamas violated the agreement by firing across the yellow line. This is the line that divides the Gaza Strip, where Israeli forces...
Is there just like seriously a yellow line on the ground?
...are currently in control.
Like a highway line?
And where Hamas is still in control. And according to this military official that I talked to, there were 2 separate attacks. One was an RPG attack, and the other was a sniper attack targeting Israeli forces within Gaza. The Israelis still control about 53% of the Gaza Strip as part of phase 1 of this agreement. If the ceasefire moves forward, they will pull back.
You want me to look that one up?
This yellow line will continue to be something that we talk about. Over the weekend, a Palestinian family was killed after an Israeli tank fired on their vehicle. Now, the Israelis say that vehicle crossed the yellow line in violation of the ceasefire, and after warning shots were fired, they targeted the vehicle. And so this yellow line will continue to be a sticking point in the negotiations about where exactly the line is located. Of course, the Gaza Strip is around 30 miles long, and so it's very difficult to know the exact points along the enclave where Israeli forces are in control and where Hamas is in control. But the fact that Hamas has launched this blatant attack against Israeli forces is an indication that they are not adhering to the ceasefire agreement. To fire a rocket-propelled grenade and to conduct a sniper attack is a clear indication that Hamas still wants to fight inside
Oh, he has his
Gaza.
own channel?
And Israeli forces have been very clear. They will strike the Gaza Strip if Hamas violates the agreement. And already today, we understand, according to sources in Jerusalem, that Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is set to hold security consultations as a result of this Hamas ceasefire violation. And there could be further actions by the Israelis. And of course, we do expect more communication to the intermediaries to try and get this back on track from a diplomatic angle. We know that Vice President J.D. Vance and also U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff are scheduled to visit Israel this week, and they're going to be discussing how to keep this ceasefire.
All right. So pretty much we got the gist. Hamas lit up IDF. IDF had to drop bombs on him again, and they're going to fucking figure it out. Hamas is slow dragging, releasing the dead bodies, I guess. Ain't no nice way to say it. All right, now let's get into some rapper news. Well, this is good. Prayers up for Rowdy Rax. He recently checked into rehab after struggling with addictions. I wonder what he was on. Was it his dance moves from Rolling Loud? Couldn't stop dancing? I wonder if it was pain pills, alcohol, Nas. But at the end of the day, that's good for him, bro. For sure. Keep fighting the good fight. Oh, wow. False information, dog. I'm not in rehab. Oh, wow. Well, at least I'm glad I read the comments. Let them dudes know. That's right. Sheesh. About to make an update post. I thought Food Community had real news. You need it, big. LML. Yo, don't need it. That's crazy. So someone just making up fake news. All right, here we got a few ones about Playboi Carti. I guess he turned up in Utah. So, oh wow, they even put his real name right here. So Playboi Carti was arrested and charged with assault in Utah. The prominent American rapper was charged with assault, a Class B misdemeanor, in Wasatch County on October 9th, according to charging documents. Oh, so this is a while ago and we just found out about it recently? Carter was arrested after allegedly assaulting an individual on October 2nd. Details of the incident were not publicly released in court documents. Carter kicked off his Antagonist 2.0 tour on October 3rd in Salt Lake City, Utah. Man, the first date that he was going, he already got a fucking case. And the tour has continued as scheduled after his arrest. His final show is expected to take place in the hometown of Atlanta on December 1st. Damn. Playboi Carti has 46.1 million monthly listeners on Spotify, 13.1 million followers on Instagram. Doing some big things. He won Billboard Hip Hop Artist of the Year in 2024. Oh, wow. I feel like they kind of butchered this one. Or maybe there was a video they took out. See if Hot New Hip Hop has any different details. I'm sure one of these do. And this went well. Multiple reports now claim that police in the state actually arrested him or at the very least cited him before the show due alleged assault. Take this news with a massive grain of salt as we still need more information to confirm the situation. A law enforcement's response. Some conflicting reports on the matter. First off, a report from KUTV cites an alleged charging document from October 9th concerning assault. The report claims police arrested Atlanta artist after allegedly assaulting someone on Thursday, October 2nd. Full court documents reportedly revealed the details of the incident. Elsewhere, KSL reportedly obtained the police report on the matter in which Wasatch County Sheriff Deputies recalled responding to a reported altercation on October 2nd. This is what your bodyguards are for, bro. To at least get in the middle and keep your ass calm and not doing anything dumb and working out all the kinks. A caller reportedly told police that two men were fighting near two black SUVs and the alleged victim, Carti limo driver in Utah. Police called police and waiting for them to arrive. He said he picked the whole lot of red artists as encouraged up Park City and was taking them to Utah County for a rehearsal when Carti and his partner, presumably Gio, allegedly got in a fight. Okay, here we go. The driver stated the fight was escalating to a point he was uncomfortable. He wanted to de-escalate and separate them. So I wonder if he tried to break it up and then they ended up turning on his ass. The police report reportedly read the client had two SUVs for service and the security guard was in the other one. Stated the contacted him, informed him he wanted them in different cars. When the driver stopped the car, he claims the girlfriend was upset with him. Carti hit her, although he admitted he didn't actually see anything happen, just her hunched over, and that he then hit the driver. Deputies took the note of the driver's alleged injury. So damn, bro, you smacked your bitch and then you smacked the driver? You must be on a sick one. All right, so law enforcement spoke to Playboi Carti. He presumed girlfriend. Oh, I thought Gio was a guy. So Gio's actually a girl. And the security guard. The woman in the report, presumably Gio, said she hit the driver and the security guard also took the blame. Nevertheless, Carti reportedly admitted to hitting the driver as well. So you got the girl trying to say she took the blame. You got the security guard trying to take the blame. And Carti admitted to it. Although he asked, is there a way to take care of it now? I informed him no. It will need to go through the court processes. The report reportedly wrote in the report. Oh, so Carti is asking if he could just pay him off somehow, huh? Was complaint with law enforcement, but had that the limo driver was doing this based on his status. Carti compiled with photos of his hands, would not allow any photo of his face to identify the hands. Take all this with a grain of salt as we await further confirmation from the parties involved. Damn, so if you hit that limo driver, bro, you're about to buy him a house. All right, let's see. I think TMZ got a little more for us over here, too.
Let me tell you about.
TMZ got us a video. You know they go find the video footage, bro. TMZ don't play. Man, this movie makes Springsteen look like a rock star.
And fist fighting on River Road just before the half-cock light. Deputies responding. The caller didn't stay in the area. He said they were two black Suburban-type vehicles, both parked at the River Road light on River Road. They looked like they were headed into the half-cock intersection, but he didn't stick around. There was also a female standing next to the two men fighting. Caller, he says he was the driver of a limousine company and that the individual he was driving was the one who punched him. I'll add the information to your call comments.
Doesn't sound like it's ongoing, but I'll let you know. Thank you.
We just spoke with Carl. He's still at that address. He's stating that the suspect that punched him got in another vehicle, another black Suburban. He went down River Road. So we're going to try and find him. Apparently he's threatened to hit and shoot that other driver too, so we're gonna go check into him. I want you guys stage at 100 South just to see if we can catch this guy. It's a limousine connection, black SUV. We're gonna have dispatch put out an ATL for it as well. You guys can point to it. I think we just found it. Stand by. We're at 1677 North River Road, Tango 85. Alpha
I wonder if somebody already did the FOIA request for this. Yeah, I wonder if somebody already did the FOIA request for that body cam footage. Damn, originally thought, but he's now accused of threatening to shoot the chauffeur. Jesus Christ. All right. Carl Reynolds reportedly was allegedly happened to him while driving the rapper to his Turo rehearsal with his girlfriend Giovanna. Investigators responded to an intersection in Park City where Carl had pulled over after Carti allegedly socked him in the face during a heated argument with Ramos. Damn, so the driver was probably like, bro, shut the fuck up. Or you're like disrespecting your girl, so the driver probably tried to step in to be Captain Save-A-Ho or whatever, and Carti just probably wasn't having it. Man, this kind of just makes him seem like a spoiled fucking rapper though, right? Like acting out like this. One officer told the dispatcher Carti threatened to hit and shoot a different driver, Lance Hayes, before fleeing in a vehicle. The cop also told dispatchers he's going to search for Carti, and eventually he found the hip-hop star just down the street. I wonder, did he have a gun on him? Police issued Carti a citation for alleged misdemeanor assault on Carl, but he was not charged with alleged threat made to Lance. Oh, so you socked one and you tried to say you shoot the other one. Carly is... But it's just a misdemeanor, bro. You'll probably just pay the ticket and get out of it. When this one come out, because I think we got one more that just came out. No. This one. Yeah, so trip out. So Carti gonna have some drama to deal with. He just started the tour, and he already got one domestic violence. Well, not domestic violence, I guess, but assault or whatever, and the limo driver. All right, so French Montana tried to jack some dudes for their watch. Tried to give him his watch as collateral, and his shit was fake. It's just kind of crazy, bro. Aren't you like married to a princess from somewhere or something? All right, French Montana might not have time for a lawsuit right now, but 2 men from Switzerland don't care because they say he stole their watch. It seemed like that shit was written funny. Justo and Samir filed the suit against French on Thursday, claiming they met the rapper after a 2015 show in Geneva, Switzerland. Damn. Like, this shit's fucking... Oh, I guess they met then, so they probably stayed in contact. The 2 men say they stayed in contact over the years, and 2024, Justo and Samir say they made plans to meet up with French in Egypt. Before Montana got there, Justo and Samir claim he asked to trade watches with Justo. He refused. This is kind of weird, like, but I guess if you're like trying to hang out with him and be all around him, you're gonna try to get something out of you. After Justo and Samir said they wouldn't trade watches with Montana, they claim French asked to borrow it for 30 days for Paris Fashion Week, but he promised to return it. They say French gave them a watch he said was worth more than $1 million as collateral. Ultimately, they say they never got the watch back despite repeated attempts. They also allege the watch French gave them as collateral is actually counterfeit. It's one of the oldest okie dokes in the book, right? They watch Gusto and Samir claim they gave Montana is now actually worth over $1 million, and they're suing French for fraudulent misrepresentation, conversion, unjust enrichment, and more. But it's like, how is it only hearsay, or do they got text messages or whatever, or pictures or video of them giving it to them? I mean, maybe watches that expensive got serial numbers and they could keep track of them somehow. I've never had a watch like that, so I fucking have no idea. But fuck French, bro. Like, oh, and this is the alleged counterfeit. Man, that shit looks like kind of fake. How old is French Montana now? Damn, 40 years old, huh? You're getting up there. All right, since we're talking about being sued, bro, this is pretty crazy. Fat Joe, I don't know if any of y'all ever been served. I've been served one time, and they just kind of walk up to you, and you don't even expect it, and they're like, hey, you, Donnie? Yeah, boom, served. Those fuckers, they're tricky, bro. But I guess Fat Joe didn't want to be fucking sued, so he tried to drive over the person. So Tyrone, the lawyer suing Fat Joe, has been indicted for allegedly running over a process server with the car. Oh. So I guess Fat Joe's trying to sue them? I thought this read the other way. Lawyer suing Fat Joe indicted after allegedly mowing down process server. I guess I just read this part and seen Fat Joe's face. I guess that's not that interesting anymore. Fucking Diddy, bro. He might be able to pay his way out of jail, though, huh? Oh, I gotta bring it over. This is how it goes, though, man. If you got the money, you can buy your way out of a lot of shit. So TMZ stands by story after White House denial. Trump considering commuting Diddy's sentence possibly this week. The White House Communications Office is saying our story is not true. We stand by our story. Our story is accurate. Donald Trump is considering commuting Diddy's sentence as early as this week, according to a high-ranking White House official. According to our source, the president is facilitating on a commute, pretty much commute a sentence. We're told some of the White House staff are urging Trump not to commute the sentence, but our sources state the opposite. Trump will do whatever he wants, and we're told Trump could set Diddy free as early as this week. I mean, if he sets him free, it's like he's getting out in a couple years anyways. But this is how far they go back, bro. They go back to where Trump had a whole head of hair. Well, he's probably like, what, 50, 60 here? Diddy is serving a 50-month prison sentence for violating the Mann Act. He served 13 months, and with credit, he could get out in around 2 years. But none of this matters if Trump commutes his sentence. Well, pretty much if Diddy says over like, I don't know, maybe like 10 mil, 5 mil, probably between 5 and 10 mil will be hitting Trump's bank account, and then he'll commute the sentence. As you know, Trump commuted the sentence for former Congressman George Santos last Friday. He'd just be letting everybody out. Damn, is that true that anyone talks bad about Maxwell, like in the girls' prison? We know almost immediately that Diddy was sentenced earlier this month. The legal team was in touch with a high-ranking White House official who has the ear of the president regarding a commutive pardon. Just days later, Trump told the media he was aware of the ask. Diddy fell out of Trump's graces when he supported Biden in 2020, but Trump did not slam the door shut on showing Diddy mercy. We're told it's now squarely on the table. Yeah, well, money talks. You're going to hit Trump with that 10 mil, he's going to let you out. And I'm not sure, like, you would think that'd be illegal, but there's probably some fucking legal way to get around it. What else we got here? Still got the Adam and Whack one, but I just want to try to burn through some of these other topics until we get there. This is kind of interesting. Glasses Malone explains his beef with Vlad. I'm not sure if any of y'all have been seeing this go around the internet lately.
G-Ride. Yeah. Really liked the dude. He was a solid dude. Looked out for me. I used to look out for him. If you look at the earliest Vlad TVs from 2005 and 6, I used to bring him to Watson Compton and have him on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'd be doing interviews.
Exactly.
Until this situation happened where he wanted
I
to
mean, that
borrow a gun,
would,
and
if
I
Trump
just
did
really had
that,
to let
that
him know,
would,
that's
I mean,
not
I'm not sure if he's on
your kind of walk of
the
life.
ESPN shit,
Like,
but
you got enough money to go buy
that
it.
would
Now,
look
why
a
would you
little
wanna borrow
fucked
a gun
up, bro.
from some gang member, you know what I mean? And if you wanted a gun, you would have one. So he's just been mad at me about it ever since.
People would
And
tear him down
I
if he lets
never thought
Maxwell
about
out.
it until
But he probably doesn't
2019
care
when I
anyways.
put out Tupac Must Die, and a buddy of mine reached out to do an interview, and he was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with Glasses over this situation.
Yeah.
And then further, it kept coming. And I noticed people would bring up my name, and it would always be this disdain I would notice with him where he wouldn't acknowledge I existed. And it was
Yeah.
just like, damn, like, is it that bad? And, you know, and we were friends enough where I could have called him, but this was more artistic and more better. You know what I mean? So at least if we not gonna fuck with each other, you know, and if you dirty backing me to other people, they know why now.
Exactly. I mean, when it comes to media on the West Coast, though, Glasses, I mean, you get busy in there too as well, man. So I mean, how do you feel about the state of urban culture and media on the West Coast?
That's what makes it difficult, right? Is because the people that's in love with our culture may not be a part of it. Like, people talk to me all the time about Adam 22.
Yeah.
Adam 22 to me is a biker. So you know, he could end up being in some level of street urban culture. I don't quite know his history. Vlad is a little different. He's from the Bay. So we don't have a lot of, you know, shout out to the whole Fig Munity world, because that's kind of becoming the new face of Los Angeles media. So it's about
Not
just
by
getting
number-wise.
with people and trying to make it make sense. Like, it's different when I come to the A. You see people that look like you.
Yeah, he
You
kind
know,
of
it's
seemed
a
like he's on his
different
Killer
connection, you know what I'm
Mike shit,
saying? And
sort of. He's like
you
our
feel
West
the
Coast Killer Mike.
stories and people understand it more. But I mean, you know how big DJ Vlad is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know how big Adam 22 and No
Yeah.
Jumper is. They're huge platforms.
Exactly.
So it makes it a difficult task if that's not who you're willing to build with to have these conversations. If you there.
Yeah. Okay. Now I totally get that. Now for you though, I mean, Glasses, with your podcast and the content that you create out there, man. I mean, what is it that you really want to articulate to the culture from where your standpoint is right now?
I haven't really got into the media side of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as like, I talk to other people.
Okay.
Like, not really. My podcast is all about us exploring different ideas.
It's a banned from Vlad TV. What was it that made you come up with that concept? Are you banned? What were you trying to get these folks to understand? Because see, some folks are taking it two different ways. Even Vlad said, "Where's this coming from?"
I know.
Yeah, you want to watch that? I seen that one popping up.
It's really an idea. I felt like he's been mad at me for the last
I don't
17
know, bro.
years
That seemed a
over
little
this
crazy.
situation where he
Okay.
wanted to borrow a gun because he got himself in some silly shit.
Yeah.
And he, you know, not nothing he did wrong, but he walked in and caught his old lady doing the do with another brother.
Yeah.
And he wanted to kill him. He wanted to borrow a gun because he knew I was street and where I came from. And
yeah.
I kind of saved him from making a mistake. You know what I mean? And I would have loaned him a gun and I'd probably be in prison.
Exactly.
So from that point on, he's been pissed off at me about it.
Yeah.
And I really never thought about it until recently, where I realized at this point, okay, he may feel some kind of way and be kind of backbite me on back channels, and I wanted to make sure everybody knew exactly why this person was upset at me.
Okay, so I mean, talk to me about your relationship with Vlad, because see, I didn't even know y'all were rocking like that back then, and I mean, how deep was it? And
Like,
I mean,
why would Vlad ask someone for a gun? Couldn't he just go legally buy one? Why would he buy one off the street?
Where's all this attention coming from now?
Well, when I first started my career, Vlad was starting his career as a DJ, as a mixtape DJ. Vlad the Butcher was a popular DJ on the West Coast.
That's right.
Out of the Bay Area, and he used to have these tapes that was going crazy. I met him on Brazil Street, Black Wall Street, the headquarters.
Yeah.
Game, Face, G-Ride.
Yeah.
Really liked the dude. He was a solid dude.
Oh, you're talking about
Looked
homie?
out for me. I used to look out for him. If you look
Yeah.
at the earliest Vlad TVs from 2005
That's
and 6,
not by the
I used to
state,
bring him to
that's all
Watson
by the
Compton and have
government,
him
the
on.
feds?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'd be doing interviews.
Exactly.
Until this situation happened where he wanted to borrow a gun, and I just really had to let him know, like, that's not your kind of walk of life. Like, you know, you got enough money to go buy a gun. Why would you want to borrow a gun from some gang member? You know what I mean? And if you wanted a gun, you would have one. So he's just been mad at me about it ever since. And I never thought about it until 2019 when I put out
fuck with some
Tupac
hamburger
Must
helper,
Die,
though. I
and
ain't gonna lie.
A buddy of mine reached
Put
out
that
to
shit
do
over
an
some
interview,
rice,
and
we
he
good
was
to
like,
go.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with glasses over this situation.
Yeah.
And then further, it kept coming. And I noticed people would bring up my name, and it would always be this disdain I would notice with him, where he wouldn't acknowledge I existed. And it was just like, damn, like, is it that bad? And, you know, and we were friends enough where I could have called him, but this was more artistic and more better. Okay. You know what I mean? So at least if we not gonna fuck with each other, you know, and if you dirty backing me to other people, they know why now.
Exactly. I mean, when it comes to me,
Just so random, like, yeah, couldn't Vlad just go buy a gun? Like, why has he got to ask Glasses Malone for it? Kind of confusing, right? Oh, you're P-Face talks about his little fight at Universal.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one thing they said is, like, you know, you're young, so, like, you just came out of juvenile hall, so, like, that's kind of like how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more turnt from maybe like an older dude.
Man, I feel like all the homies everywhere bang the hood like that, bang their router like that, you know? Like, they just, you know, bang it with the R and it sounds more aggressive, you know? That's how I feel like, dog, because I don't even bang my hood like with my chest like that. I just said it regularly.
You and Hefe have any issues? Have you guys talked?
Nah.
So
What's
banging your chest when you say your
I
hood?
seen him made like a little YouTube video. I didn't really pay no mind to it, you know? Like, I feel like we don't gotta explain ourselves on a situation that's so small, dog, you know? So, like, I don't really talk to that fool.
Yeah, it's funny. That video, when they put it out, they cut, you know, they always put out the edit right to show where the other dude kind of rage baited him or whatever you want to call it nowadays.
Talk to me, I keep it like that, dog, you know? I'm from Carti, he's from South Central, you know? So, you already know.
Glasses Malone sounds like he's part of the Backyardigans.
Distance, dog, you know?
Yeah, you guys aren't too far away from each other.
Yeah, but he a little distance, you know? I'm worried about what's going on in my city, you know?
Yeah, I hear that. Okay,
He
so
looks stoned as hell, huh?
These videos, man. I know you've addressed it, but you know what I'm saying? I got to ask you about it, man. You got these old videos of you where you're saying some, you know, some racist things in them.
Yeah,
you know?
Oh, do I got the timestamp? Wasn't this?
I feel like, dog, if you really feel some type of when I see people try to be like, it's nothing, to be honest, that shit's just weird. Like I said, it's just new internet shit, dog. Like, you know, I've been realizing a lot of fools been like that I've been around or done kicked it with, and now I go on later on social media, I see them like say little slick remarks, you know, and I be feeling like I gotta speak up because I'm like, damn, dog, like you was all friendly with me, and then now all this other shit, but now like But I just realized that's how it goes, you know. I feel like I noticed it because a lot of rappers told me like, oh, like you know, like no trade, it be the same shit. They tell me different stories, but other fools like how other fools you did the same shit with them. So I'm like, you know, I guess this like on the way to the top shit.
You guys ran into each other?
Yeah, what's it called? Like 2 times. We've been in the studio together. That's why
you know what? I must have already been watching it.
Okay, because the only video we got is you're in.
Timing, and then his brother tried to say, I told him something, but he was trying to make me with like, you know, the northern bird on the side of his. Nah, like I ain't gonna lie, we was on my way to Starbucks and shit. My girl wanted some Starbucks, and then what's it called? I see the fool with the, like, you know, the northern bird on the side of his face. And I was like, damn. And then he was already like looking like when he saw me, like he already looked like damn. So I'm thinking he was my enemy because the way he looked at me, he looked like damn, like scared kind of. So I was just like,
if you're not worried about it, why don't you just put some like makeup, tattoo makeup on it?
And I told him something, but he was trying to make it. He said some weird shit talking about like, oh, I only beef it with upstate Sureños and all this other shit. And he's like, he's not on that type of timing. And then his brother tried to say that they just hear, you know, on some like, you know, but I don't know. I would have, man, like, you know, they be on the internet popping all the time. So I was just like, man, get out of here. And the fool, the fool with the blue tracksuit, track speaker for his little brother, I just got off on him.
Okay, because, the only video we got is you're into it with a dude who's, he's skinny. Is that the dude?
That dude, when he tried to hit him, bro, he barely even touched him.
Dude got some size on him.
Yeah, that's when I was chasing that for after all that shit, cause like.
Okay, so you guys got into it before the cameras were on, before this.
Yeah, we got into it, but I wasn't even noticing the cameras, dog. To be honest, I was just like, damn, cause to be honest, I didn't even think they was gonna try to jump in or nothing. I was like, you know, I started swinging on the brother. I was like, you know, give him a fair fade, and then that's when they try to jump in, grabbing my shirt on some whole shit. My lady grabbing my shirt. All type of shit. It was just a big commotion, but you know, like, it ain't nothing, to be honest. It was just a fade.
Yeah, I mean, they had to jump.
You look like he high off of some edibles
on
or
Instagram
something.
made it seem like I did something, like, oh, that's right, you know, all that shit. Only thing is, like, that fool ran like a little, like, coward.
Damn, you can't taste the ketchup?
That fool texted me, too. It's crazy, because he texted, in person, he was
Y'all
not
get
on
some
that,
hot
but then he
sauce
texted
on that
me,
bitch.
like, a day later, and I think that's when he realized it went viral. He was like, let's meet up. I'm still in LA, face shots, everything. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, see, I'm glad I got off on him, because what's it called? If I wouldn't just gave him a pass, he would have been the next day, like, on the internet popping it. So, see? So, like, yeah, never be scared of a fade, dog. Huh?
Did they know who you were?
I don't think so, to be honest, but I think they figured out later once they seen it went viral.
Yeah, I mean, you hit one of the guys and he went flying.
Yeah, them fools. And God, and them fools try to, what's it called? I hear somebody talking about, what's it called, like, get his chain because it had broke on the floor. And what's it called? And I went and grabbed that shit and I was like, man, and then I was like, I thought my girl said get my chain, but I thought he said it. So I was mad, like, man, this fool told his little brother get my chain when it was on the floor, so I got his chain. But then my girl turned out telling me, no, I said get his chain. I was like, man, yeah, it's a chain either way. So yeah, just took that fool's chain, fucking pawn shop that shit real quick, you know?
That's when it get tricky. If those dudes wanted to tell on you and you took their chain, that's when it would make this whole little scuffle turn into a way bigger deal.
Okay, and then you posted on your IG, imagine trying to pack me out and getting your chain snatched.
Yeah, nah, hell yeah, because I'm like, damn. Because I'm thinking we just catching a one-on-one, and then, like, what's it called? That little fool's trying to jump in, but fuck, it is what it is.
In the comments, they kept saying that those dudes were trying to wear blue to blend in.
I don't know, to be honest, about all that. I just seen the tattoos and shit on the hood. I just seen the tattoos.
That's a pretty crazy take if they were trying to wear blue to, like, blend in. All right, what else we got here? What else? If not, we could run through the Adam and Whack. I want you to pay a fucking little respects to this dude. Limp Bizkit bassist Sam Rivers is dead at 48. The bassist of the rock group Limp Bizkit has died, according to an official statement posted to the band's Instagram. The group announced it news Saturday evening, revealing Sam passed away earlier this day and calling him their heartbeat. Rest in peace, bro. I mean, when Limp Bizkit's had it, bro, they fucking had it. What? I wonder what he passed away from. Yeah, I think he was a tall one from there. Like, didn't he used to wear the baseball hat too? Top of the morning, Tech. I think I've been spacing on doing that this morning. Top of the morning, Sev. Beneath every song, the calm and chaos, the soul and the sound. Outside the music, the band writes, Sam was a once-in-a-lifetime person and a legend among legends. It's funny. I see Fred Durst at this sushi restaurant sometimes. He used to always eat at this one sushi restaurant. And I used to know someone that used to like to go there, so I seen him there like twice. Yeah, with a lot of bands like this, you know, even like if you don't have to replace the singer, they can usually just keep on going. Damn, it doesn't really say how he passed away. Was it like cancer or something? Oh, after revealing it was because he developed a liver disease due to excessive drinking, he received a liver transplant and rejoined the group in 2018. Damn. I wonder if he couldn't stop drinking or if the liver shit just didn't really take or... I mean, fuck. Steve Bridges. Sounds familiar. Why do they got pictures of this dude right here? Did he really imitate him? I guess let's look at some videos, huh?
In a heartbreaking announcement that has left fans reeling, beloved TikTok comedian Steve Bridges has passed away at the age of 41. Known for his uproarious POV skits that captured the absurdities of everyday life, especially his iconic deadbeat boyfriend character, Bridges amassed over 2 million followers across TikTok and Instagram, turning relatable mishaps into viral gold.
Oh, that was his girl in the green screen up top?
And endlessly entertaining, earning him an IMDb page in 2024 and a film debut in 2025's Infernal. His wife of 16 years, Chelsea Bridges, shared the devastating news via a tearful video on his social media on October 17th, revealing he died peacefully in his sleep on their couch in Peoria, Illinois, on October 15th. It was totally out of the blue, Chelsea told TMZ, noting Steve had been thriving on a new diet and fitness regimen. The Peoria Police Department confirmed responding to a natural causes call at their home. A devoted father to their 14-year-old daughter and 10-year-old twin boys, Steve found his greatest joy in family, often featuring Chelsea in his sketches. Yet, tragedy echoes a family pattern. His grandmother passed similarly at 52.
Yeah, the guitars from Kiss the other day.
His grandfather died young in their 40s. Tributes poured in from collaborators like director Eric Mathis, who called him a brother from another mother and incredible talent. A GoFundMe has surged past initial goals to support Chelsea and the kids, underscoring the void left by a man who dreamed of Saturday Night Live but lived fully in the moment. Steve's off-screen kindness contrasted his on-screen personas, proving his true gift was connection.
Yeah, Ozzy was a crazy one.
His videos endure a reminder.
Is this a video that he made? I want to see something he made.
You corny and you got a big ass head. Hey, we need to get some females over here, dog. Hell yeah.
Nah, this fool look like he liked to party though.
That was hard. Do I know any? Not right now. Oh, you want to see what
You
I
even
stole
got the
from
dark
Cheyenne,
circles like
Mom?
me.
Look.
Got to go get some sun. Help those go away a
That's
little bit.
hard, huh? Look. That's clean. 16 carats, dog.
No, that sucks, man. Rest in peace to him, Dante. Yeah, losing.
Hey, you think
Couldn't
when the
imagine
housekeepers
having
see
like
me
a
do,
brother
like,
or a
strip
roll
sign
dog
on
and then
the
losing
doors,
him.
They're gonna think me and you in a relationship. I know, huh? Oh, you still gonna wear it for a little bit? All right, yeah, that's cool. Just don't let me forget to get it back from you, dog. Yeah. To me, it's all about money, dog. Hell yeah. Do I have any? No, dude. Hey, I'm gonna keep it creamy with you. You need to take your ass to the plasma place, dog. Yeah, dude, you'd make bank down there for sure, dude. And it's some bomb-ass phlebotomist down there, too. That's my mom, dude. But, hey, don't hit on Cassie. That's my girl, dog. Hell yeah. You gonna go down there and specifically request Cassie? No, you're not. Hey, let me get my chain back.
So my homie used to have both these piercings too, but he had the spikes in each one. Oh, is this his page? Let's go check out some other ones. Damn, is this the one his old lady put? Maybe let's watch some other ones first. Fuck it, let's just scroll through.
Hey, girl, you want to see a video of some dude at work getting smashed up in a machine? Okay, sorry. Hey, when I get back there, don't tell me I ain't hydrated, fool. I've been drinking all night.
Yeah, him and Lush
Hey,
could definitely do
fool.
some shit together.
Is Cassie working today? Hell yeah, dude. Hey, tell her Junior here, dog. She gonna be hell excited. Huh? Say something bad about Cassie again, dude. Yeah, no. Say something else, dog. Hell yeah, dude. This fool trying to donate his plasma in the waiting room today, dude. Sure, dude. That sounded hard. Huh? Hell no, that fool brought a book. He's like, I want to read a little story. Oh, there go Cassie. Hey, Meanie. Oh, she didn't hear me. Hey, I'm going to keep it creamy with you, dude. Cassie says she don't date tweet. Cheyenne, I'm helping my homie trap out of his motel all day today, fool. Huh? What's that mean? Hey, it mean you corny. And you got a big ass head. Hey, we need to get some females.
Yeah, hell
over
yeah,
here,
bro. For the
dog.
most part,
Hell
Lush is
yeah.
the same dude off camera.
That is how I
mean, sometimes by the time you get off camera, and I think I figured out when blackout Lush is kind of happening because he'll just get super hypey. And when he's standing around talking, moving around, instead of having to sit in one spot and talk, Lush gets super hyphy, bro. Especially the more faded he gets, the higher the hyphy that comes out.
Cheyenne, hey, your little sister about to tell a big ass lie about me, dog. She gonna tell you that I sent her a picture of my hot dog. Well, ask my mom. No, I sent her a picture of someone else's hot dog. Yeah, that's way more different. Whew. Hey, I'm glad I finally got that off my chest, dog. Whew. That's my mom. Where's the baby at?
Yeah, Lush,
Oh, is
he
that
ain't
your mom's?
tripping. He's chill as fuck.
Good. Hell no. I said, oh, good. Yeah, dude. So when she texts you, be like, that's not what he did. I'm just so sad she's
Bro, this dude reminds me of this dude, Ryan O'Leary, that I know. He passed away. Fucking dude, like, fell in his shower. He was fucking around, bro, still getting low, all kinds of shit. But, yeah, I guess he fell in his shower and fucking busted his head open, and his mom had to find him in the shower, bro. Bleeding like crazy, man. Like, fucked up. And my other homie, Momo Buddha, rest in peace, he fucking got high. And he fucking OD'd in his bedroom, and his mom had to walk up and find him sitting in the same chair that he OD'd on. And, you know, when, like, after you've been there for a while, like, your fucking nose blesses pop and blood comes and you relieve yourself and shit because all the muscles loosen. Just crazy for a mom to find her kid like that, bro. Like, fuck. All right, now we got to see what the old lady's saying.
Hi, internet. It's not Cheyenne, it's not Michaela, it's not Kendra or Brinley or Steve's mom. My name is Chelsea.
She would help him do skits?
Wife and life partner for the last 16 years. We have 3 children together.
Damn.
And I'm really sorry to get on and tell you this way. I think if I wait any longer, I'm not going to be able to do it. But Steve Bridges passed away.
Yeah, I mean, that gotta be hard to find someone you love.
On October 15th. On October 15th, 2025. And who you saw online was just the characters that he created. He was so talented because he was the opposite of all of them. He was the most attentive father and the best husband.
Damn. Fucked up, man. And it's fucked up because her life's changing, this kid's life's changing. That's the part that really, like, just, like, damn, I'm even getting chills just thinking about it. Like, just all the other lives that it's changing. Because, you know, his time, what do they say? I'm not super religious, but when the God calls for you or whatever they say.
And the greatest, sweetest man. And thanks to you, internet, he's been able to live his dream of making people laugh. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that he got to do that.
Yeah, bro. I was watching that yesterday. But I guess he had like a liver problem, right? And kidney he had like it was like natural, right? But yeah, that's crazy, man. Rascal, bro, like, yeah, that shit's wild.
Say about him, I have so many stories.
Something's in the air, bro.
We have so many plans. And my children are on here. So please be kind. They're Gen Z or Gen Alpha or whatever. I'm not going to tell my children they can't grieve online. I will probably grieve online too.
Sad, bro.
This is life now.
One thing.
Please.
It's the one thing we're guaranteed in life, bro, and that's to pass away
Never
at some
take
point.
it for granted and try to live your dreams every day. And love your family. And take care of yourself.
Yeah, they seem like good family, bro. They seem like they just, you know, trying to get it out the mud, take care of their kids, live their life, and she just lost her partner after 16 years too, man.
It's not Cheyenne. It's not me.
Seemed like it was going healthy for him, good, and then just... What was her name again? Oh, she says it right here, right?
Kayla. It's not Kendra or Brinley or Steve's mom. My name is Chelsea.
Chelsea. Damn, Chelsea. I feel for you, girl. Yeah, man. You gotta live your life having fun, man. You can't live your life upset, bothered, worried about everything. Stress will kill you. Anger ain't healthy for you. And you just gotta, like, live your life. Have fun, enjoy it. That's one thing, like, I like working in No Jumper because one thing I did listen, I don't know who said it, but they said if you enjoy what you do for a living, then you don't work a day in your life. Time does go by pretty damn fast when you're, like, having fun or you enjoy, like, when I got to get up and go to work, I'm not like, fuck, man, I got to go fuck this place again, bro. Like, some jobs you have that's like that. Fucking thank God for Adam that I'm blessed with something that's not like that. All right, and with that being said, oh shit, did Wack just put something out? Fuck. After this, we'll watch the Adam and Wack show.
The case that the internet knows about me is because I told the internet about it. Nobody's ever found. Seems like this situations went viral, so guess I gotta address it. You know, I sit back and I
look at his comments, bro. They just talk shit.
And I got mixed feelings and mixed emotions about it. You know, partial because.
Is that really smack in the comments?
And I'm referring to the back and forth with Bricc baby's wife or baby mama, whatever she may be. I don't really know the lady.
And it seems like this is his hoodie that he be making all these videos in lately.
And, you know, with war come casualties. And in this situation, she just happened to be a casualty of war. You know, she got a husband or whatever Bricc is to her and is sitting in federal custody. And I guess he seems to need to want to fabricate shit about people because he's in a situation. And I don't really trip what he's saying because it ain't real. Wack 100 been who I've been for a very long time, quite a long time. Thing that was real on me would have been out a long time ago.
I guess if we click on it, it'll probably tell us, right?
These little dudes, man, these dudes on the internet, a lot of these dudes from San Diego.
No, can't you normally click, if they have a page, you can click on it, right?
Y'all know what y'all know from the present day internet of the last 3 to 5 years. You niggas wasn't around in the 90s, early 90s, mid 90s, 2000s. Y'all just wasn't around. When we was out here playing ball, niggas was doing what they was doing. Y'all wasn't around. Y'all wasn't outside. We don't know where you was at, but you wasn't around us. Maybe you was on the block. I don't know what you was doing. But I do know, you know.
But what I do know.
I'm from Pacoima, California.
San Fernando Valley, baby.
What people underestimate me at is because I'm from the Valley. Not understanding that me doing a lot of time through the juvenile system, through the
some of the biggest plugs are from the Valley.
You get to meet and know people, and a lot of people come home and they stay in their habitat.
When it comes to the Valley got hustle, bro.
I was one that came home and I ventured out. You know, I learned about really the inner city LA streets doing time. A lot of these gangs. You know, these gangs ain't around Pacoima. I'm from the Valley. I'm 818. Proud of it, Pacoima. And, you know, being around inner city
same
LA
with me.
people,
I didn't know a lot about the
helped
South
me
Central
understand
shit
how
until
different people work. So
had to
you
live
able
around
to
them.
understand their ways and adopt their ways.
And then I still didn't even really like get all into it.
And
if I
be
liked the
able to
dude and
identify what's
I'd
in
ask
front
where
of
he's from, just so
the problem is
have a better
they ain't from the
understanding
Valley.
of
So they don't
who he
understand
is
the
and
ways of a Valley nigga.
how to,
you know what I'm saying?
like, because with the gang
so I'm
shit, like,
able
you
to-
gotta know where someone's from because you'll be like, yeah, like this dude Ray, he from Cedar Block in Compton. Bro, I used to work back in PIA with this dude, bro, and then me and this dude had so much fucking fun just talking shit, having a good time. And Ray from Cedar Block. That's if I always ask people if they heard of him. Well, I've asked one person that heard of him so far, but he was doing life back in early 2000s. So I don't know if he ever got out or what the case was, but yeah, I spent like a year working with this dude, bro, and we were just good ass homies, man. We get supposed to not drink and all that shit. We'd get drunk back there together. We just had like a cool relationship.
slide in and out as I see fit because I kind of know how they move and I can predict what they're gonna do and not gonna do. Versus myself, they never know who I know. They can't really pinpoint where I've been, who I politic with, who I'm building with, who I got relationships with. They can't do it. It's hard for them to do it because they don't come from my habitat. And they don't know who I've been on the yard with. They don't know who I've been on the phones with.
Wack, it's been like 30 years since you've been on the yard.
Inside the institutions as well as outside. They have no idea.
I get it's like going to college. You'll never forget it, but
it's a
I
lot
swear,
of us
Wack
that
talks
people
about a lot of
don't
this
know
shit
that
like he
we
just
talk and
paroled
deal with
last
each
year
other
from doing
weekly,
20 years.
that we let others, because we got people in their circle, in my circle, that really don't like one another, but we don't tell them what our relationship is. And I sit back and I laugh because people try to wonder, how does he know? And the first thing they do, he the police. Nah, let me explain something to you. If you done told somebody else, or it's the talk of your city, your town, or your park, it's a good chance somebody in your town, your city,
You
your
see,
park.
Wack, make sure
then
you
holler
know
at
he
Wack.
got the cameras all around the pad back there. I don't know if I'd put my camera
A lot
angles
of
on
these
screen,
areas
though.
share one thing in common.
I mean, I guess
Nothing's
if you got
going on.
everything covered, fuck it.
Poverty is plaguing them. Everybody right there is hating on each other.
No,
So they can reach
inflation's a
out to a valley
motherfucker.
nigga, have a conversation, and we might could do some business. They might could find some assistance. I ain't tripping. I don't care if a dude wins.
I think at the end of the day, it almost helps Wack that he's from the Valley to be in business and do all this shit, that he's not from a gang that really beefs with all these other gangs. So it really helps him, like, move around a lot easier, I feel like.
And it's from the east side, west side, Compton, Long Beach, Washington. I don't care if you win. I'm not competing with you in that city. Hell, I don't compete with nobody in my own city. But the other day, you know, I felt I did pretty good because I told Adam, first of all, I'm not crazy. Adam kept looking at his phone.
Is he reading notes?
He gets upset with me about fiddling with my phone. So that phone call was set up. You get what I'm saying? That phone call was set up. And
We haven't heard the Incredible Diaper shout out in a minute.
there's times where I know that the build might be working against me. You know what I'm saying? People got their relationships, but it don't matter to me. I don't think nothing in the build could fuck with me when it comes to sitting at that table. I don't give a fuck who you is. I can stand in the box and stand in the fire with anybody. Adam's the top dude in that building, and I don't think nobody else can sit at that table the way I sit at the
I
table
mean,
with him.
consistently, the Adam and Wack show does the best across the board for the most part, and that's just them too. So he does got a little bit of a point.
And not box wouldn't be able to go in and out of situations to where it may get heated to turn into a regular conversation to some comedy, laughter, and then back at the content to entertain the people. You know, a lot of these people in there, they kind of a little intimidated by him. They definitely intimidated by me. I see a lot of the new people. I see some bozo jackass chick that was in there yesterday say that I was dry snitching. He's dry snitching, talk about Bricc Baby's parking lot shooting. Another bozo. I don't know who you are, what your name is. Bozo, it's in the federal indictment, stupid. It's just real, like, it's like dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you
And
read
I don't know who
paperwork,
this
you
lady
find out
is.
quite a bit.
And then this other new dude, like I be
And
trying
then
to
Wack
stay
got
out
a
these
bunch
new
of people
way,
that look
but he
up
keep
paperwork because
popping
that's
my
what they
name
like
and
to do,
popping
and
my
then
name in a minute. We're gonna
share
go
their
in on
info with
dig on
him.
do some
Like, Wack showed me his phone before, like when the Gorilla Hebrew shit popped up. I mean, he might have had a plan, but he showed me after he hopped on the news with them. He's like, bro, as soon as I sat down, look at my phone. It was like 30 text messages of people sending him messages about that dude and links and all kinds of crazy shit. And I'm just like, damn, like you really got an army like that working for you, sharing you all this shit. So then all you have to do is tap links and tap in. Like, must be pretty like easy, right? Like, especially if you got someone giving you all the drama. Like Trap Lord Ross, like I'm sure there's a bunch of dudes around there that just feed information from Chicago or wherever. People reach out, maybe even from like burner accounts, just giving them the spiel, but from a burner account 'cause they don't want it attached to them, but they still like weird ass hater or whatever the case may be. They just want the truth out there to fucking go against somebody.
research on him and make you content. It's obvious I
Like
don't
Remo
care.
probably
If you're
got a
no
bunch of
jumper
Chicago
employee, you
dudes
get out of
giving him
line with
shit.
me, I will break you down and expose you. Don't think you safe, because you're not. You know, you dudes that I ain't said nothing
Look
to,
at that
don't
watch
even know
Wack
your
got
name.
on.
It's best you keep my name out your mouth, because you don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, what's he going
You
at
get
it
what I'm
now?
saying?
I only
You
talked to him
like you
about
from
sports.
Malibu Most Wanted or something. And they're uttering my name in the No Jumper News. I don't even know your name. Think it's the bozo that won the little, whatever it is they did all day to find another host. But nevertheless, I always sit back and I look at things and situations. Okay, did you handle it right? Was you in the right? And although you might have been in the right, you could have handled it different. Bricc baby, he half a man for even allowing her to call in there with him online, knowing that the conversation
Yeah, I wouldn't want my girl
eventually
calling back.
overflow to her. You know, I'm pretty sure she at home, she got to adjust, she dealing with bills, her man ain't home, she got family, friends, children, right? And here it is, Bricc, you put your woman, your wife, whatever she may be, in a line of fire. Since you've been in there, you haven't been able to disconnect from social media. That's one thing we can say Big U has done. He's disconnected from social media. You don't hear his voice, you don't even talk about nothing. I guess he focused on his case, but that young lady should be really upset with Bricc, and maybe she need to monitor and know she dealing with a little boy when he says, call up here, I'm about to go at it with this person. And maybe she need to say, you know what, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Once you have Adam give you his number, you can call him direct. Because maybe she don't want to hear it, she don't want to be.
Bro, Reese Darvin, I've always kind of wondered, like, what's he do for work? Because this fool knows about everything. From sports to all these different podcasts to all the no jumper shit. Like, bro, a lot of this time guys will know more shit than I do. Like, damn, bro. Just what does he do for work so he has the free time to do all this shit? Oh, I don't where does it say? 10:09 it says was your last one. So you just caught like a couple hours, bro. Bro, a good nap in the daytime, sometimes really needed.
Be involved. You know, I understood her reason for calling back.
Yeah, I don't got to be in for a little bit, so I'm probably going to try to go to one.
Because
get like 4 hours in, put that work in.
As a woman, you're supposed to stay in a woman's place. We all got a place. Men have a place too. And I understand why you call back. I'm saying things. You're a little curious about how I know. You made.
Fuck, I don't know. I've never heard him say how much he makes.
I keep telling y'all, stop trusting the people around you. You never know who they know or who they pillow talking to. And they may not be doing it intentionally. They may be pillow talking to somebody else and know that somebody else is pillow talking to somebody else, what eventually leads on back to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she's scratching her head like, damn, how he know that I went and had a conversation with somebody about this? Same reason why I know everything else. I don't think she caught a lot of y'all didn't catch what Bricc baby said. I put emphasis on it's the homie from Fruitown Power Road. He said he knew. And he said that's why in the club when the front hoods is Fruitown Power Road, one of their worst enemies. Then he said something else about, you know, somebody's daddy and things of that nature. Those that's from Bompton, they fully understood what he was saying. Right? And I don't want to go in too deep because it's a whole nother name I could have added with that. From the same neighborhood. You know, a lot of y'all know him. He's a rapper, been in a couple movies. You know what I'm saying? Homies talk. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, whatever your name may be, Miss Bricc baby, I refer to you as that. Your man is in a federal institution. The last thing on his mind should be talking about whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he understands that we have all this paperwork. I don't think he understands we're reading all his wiretaps. We read when he's incriminating himself, letting us know he's tired of the police telling him what to do. You talking about a conspiracy to commit murder. And you clearly got that in your paperwork, but yet, what happened to the...
That's a weird comment, but, you know, supposedly I think is like referring to other stuff. I forget what he actually said he was meaning by it, but that is a fucking weird comment though, huh?
Charge. Everything that I was accusing this man of over the last couple years that he was lying about, that's online, academics conversation.
Yeah, I
where he
just
told
talked to
us
We Starving about sports,
the
our
AK-47
dogs.
after he finally admitted to it.
I
was
don't
a
talk to
DA
him about
reject
anything,
competent court.
no jumper.
You go read the federal
Adam,
indictment and see
Josh,
it's never been in nobody's
nah,
court but the
can't do it.
feds. They kept it out of court over 2 years. Anybody know that dealt with the feds, you're not gonna be allowed to travel around. You moving around with Adam to New York, to Atlanta, to over here and over there, no ankle bracelet, no nothing, no cord, because you was out here working. I don't mind you asking me for paperwork, but you gotta ask me for paperwork with something I've been charged with. Everything I'm talking to you about is what you've been charged with, and it's disappearing. Because you know why? Because when you was out them 21, 22 months, you was lining cats up. How do you line somebody up, Wack? People trust you. You go over here, do a deal over here with some pills, a bill over here with some burners, another deal over here, you on your phone, you know they on your phone. He said it if you read the paperwork, right? The mother's telling them, when he's talking about unaliving the baby mama, he pointing pistols at her. She's telling them, your phone, boy, your phone. He said, I'm tired on 6-0 of doing what the police want me to do. Well, what do they want you to do? What have you been doing, Bricc? That's the question. You know, the documentation beats the conversation. What exactly have you been doing? What did you mean by that? Everybody been hearing Wack scream since June 2023. You got a K case. Now, I just simply told you because you said, how did he know I had a case before I got to the substation? And I told you. And it looked at me, you probably didn't went hard on your baby mama and pressed her and she didn't told you the truth. Or you didn't hit the streets and they didn't told you what Wack talking about. That's cool. You know, I'm only gonna say so much about it because that's a homie and I'm not gonna expose him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not my job to, but he gave me the green light to check it and get some reckoning that that's what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? There's other Compton Crips, other big podcasters y'all know in the LA area, Compton area, who fully knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're stretching this shit out, bro. Trying to, like, if you got the paperwork, put it out there. I mean, I think there's just, I don't know. I don't really see it, bro. Like I said earlier, if two dudes kind of try to come out and rob Bricc, or at least showed force on this camera footage, and Bricc let a couple go to back him up off of him, he's already getting charged with the guns. I don't, like, what else is the charge going to come from? He didn't hit one. They showed the aggression. They're going to charge him with the gun that they already got him. The FEMA shit, he never even got $1. I think he was still, like, trying, bro. I think they probably heard him on the wiretap, like, trying to do it, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I just really don't see it. Yeah.
You watch Munchie,
you know, you gotta give me some more proof.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And one thing Munchie quick, he quick to call me a lie if he feel I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? It's a few of them. I can call out a couple names who we all been knowing. But young lady, I don't think it was your fault. You did what a undisciplined woman would do. You got emotional. You fell victim to a man that's acting like a little boy who put you in the line of fire. What Bricc Baby did to you, having you call in to the Adam and Wack show, all you guys plotted and planned that. But
Oh, for sure, bro. Definitely, they all told on each other by just having their phone calls recorded and their text messages.
I could be respectful and triple disrespectful.
Probably all loaded, just talking about everything on the phone.
You never know what information I have. Just because I don't say it today don't mean I won't say it tomorrow. So the fact that he had you call into that show instead of spending that time to speak with a significant other, to try to figure out how you're going to stay ahead of the bills, to try to figure out how you're going to make sure the kids got a Thanksgiving and the kids got a Christmas because you don't go to court until December. which they might let you go on some probation, I think you're going to get a slap on the wrist because you're working. Like I told everybody else when he got caught when he lied about it. And when he get pulled in, you read about it, whack one line. I believe he's going to give him probation to 3 years, 60 months tops on something that carry 25, 30 years with his past criminal history.
They don't give him 25, 30 years for fucking 4 guns and some ammunition. Because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure all they're charging with is guns and ammunition.
You should never allow that man to put you. I'm pretty sure your father, your brothers, uncles, and taught you better than that. Don't allow that man to put you in that line of fire. If he ever tell you, let's call into the Adam and Wax show, you should stay away from that. It ain't gonna be nothing but a bunch of craziness, a bunch of disrespect, and unfortunately, my attack on him involves you. It is what it is.
He's pretty much just reiterating the Adam and Wax show, but let's scroll through a little bit of that. I guess let's go to no jumper. Is this the end? Oh, damn. I wonder if Tam got something to do, because she's not on here. Oh, yeah, I figured it out. The other day, bro, the problem with the fucking, the AdSense, because my son has a YouTube channel. He makes, like, stop motion and shit. And he monetized. He also got a little bit of not influence, but like made me want to do it too. Because I'm like, fuck, my son got monetized making little stop motion videos and building up his shit. I'm like, fuck, I could probably do it too. So I was trying to make my own AdSense with a different email, and it kept refusing me, and I just wasn't reading the fine print. So finally, I was like, fuck it. All right, let me read this fine print. And then it said pretty much you can only have one to an address or a social security number or whatever the fuck it is. So then I just put the one I made for my son in, and boom, worked. And then I figured it out because I was like, what the fuck? But no, I appreciate that from you, Wick, for sure. Or Quick, I mean. All right, let me let my dog out. When I hit the 3 hours, I start to get a little bit raspy, bro. My throat hurts sometimes from sitting here talking for like 3 hours straight.
Shout out to the band.
For the record, part of the problem is that you are looking at him and talking to him, and he doesn't have a mic.
Well, maybe whoever. I'm looking at the camera.
I know, but you can look at me since I'm the only other person with a mic.
There you go with that funny shit, man.
Okay, you want me to light some candles and shit?
There you go. Listen, so maybe whoever, because it's Vegas. I don't think people in Vegas, unless he did something.
He must have done something. Yeah. They're not just hunting him down. Hey, your music sucks. We're going to hospitalize you.
So maybe it was some people. Well, he's from Jersey. Where's Skinny from Jersey?
He's from Jersey. The first time I had him on the podcast.
Skinny of the 9 fight.
All the gangster, street cred, kill. I got money. I got cars. I got jewelry. I think all of that's going to be out the door.
Clearly, there's something new is coming. We just don't know what.
We don't know what.
And yeah, it feels like the streets are fading from something that people were really interested in during the pandemic. Pandemic is when we like really started interviewing a lot of like LA street rappers, Chicago street rappers, etc. And
yeah,
I mean, literally,
bro, that's
like,
the thumbnail,
everybody's
I guess.
dead. Everybody told.
Everybody's on a
recall.
recall.
We all getting let go
music
today?
Sucks. Nobody
They don't
cares.
believe you. You're not gangster. You're going to tell.
Yeah.
If you're not a rat, you're a mouse. We just don't know it.
I mean, Ack was just making this point that like Rod Wave and Youngboy kill it. What do? They make really, really good music. It's emotional. They put pain in it.
But Youngboy on the street
side. Adam giving us all our walking papers today.
street side, yeah, for sure.
Guess we'll
He
find
makes
out
that
what
kind of
happens,
music as
huh?
well as
Fuck.
like more of the pain type stuff. Ak was just talking about it, and I mean, it's true. It's like a lot of these gimmicks worked for a while. Oh, you could be like a drill rapper, and you could talk about 50 dead people that you hate, all that type of shit.
Drill's gone. We watched that phase out.
I mean, it's the same way where like the SoundCloud shit ruled 16, 17, 18, and then that shit just kind of fell out, and then people started kind of being more interested in the street side of things. That seems like that's petering out. Now, what?
I don't think people ever really got into the street style shit. I'm more of like into the gangster rap just because we like grew up on it and everything. But like my son and all his friends, bro, they're listening to like Tame Impala, rock shit, band shit. Like I showed my son Mikey's album the other day, and he liked it. This is like pretty much up his alley what all him and his crew listen to. Like the hardcore rap, I don't know. I just don't feel like the kids are into it. It's a whole different. It's swinging a whole different way, man. They're not into the crime shit, the gang shit. What here on the whack or on the thumbnail? Quick.
What are we left with? Good music. The gimmicks are not really going to carry anybody through. And so now the game is in a bit of a weird spot where a lot of the people who might have been able to get signed for $100 grand in 2017 or never mind more are kind of realizing like, oh, nobody gives a
No, the labels figured out that the gimmicks everyone was pulling on them didn't really sell. Like after you could do crazy gimmicks, but bro, after you tat your whole face up, what else can you tattoo? After your little pump and you shoot gun off balcony, once you get famous, can't do that. All these little fucking antics that they do to get famous, once you're famous, you can't do them. That's what I feel like a lot of the problem is. So then it results back into music and people figured out like, oh, if I can do this, then I can do this for a long time and I don't have to figure out a way to pivot or fall off or go to jail.
I think don't be surprised if AI rappers make a lane for themselves. We got one lady signed. She got maybe a $3 million deal. AI deal is her voice, AI body. Remember?
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Is this the T-Pain thing or who was it?
No.
Who
This is a lady down in Mississippi.
Well, it's not a lady, it's AI.
No, it's a lady. It's her real voice.
Okay.
But it's
I agree with Adam on this, bro. Like, I ain't listening to no AI produced shit. And that's why I kind of feel like the rock bands and all that, like, I know you could do it AI, but it just takes real people, real stuff. When you go to a concert, you see the band, like, I don't know.
AI body. From what I'm hearing, she's not too comfortable with her appearance. But she has a killer voice. And the hologram thing is coming. Remember, they already was doing hologram Biggie and
who wants that? Why would anyone want that?
No, follow it. They just gave people a $3 million deal. AI character, her voice. It's an AI thing. Now, think about it. You get 5, 10 of these people. Now you got
I don't think people want
concert.
that. I think people want art to be art coming from a person. Like, if you can just sit and make some shit up on your computer, I don't know, man. I could see you help that create whatever art you go to portray. Because even getting on stage and singing somebody else's song is still like performing art or whatever, you know? Like, the delivery, can you capture the audience? Do you got the dance moves?
People during the pandemic were begging me to get involved with doing virtual concerts. And I even went to one. I got paid to go to a Chief Keef Polo G virtual concert. From the perspective of someone who was there, it was Chief Keef performing to an empty room. Kind of sad. Felt sort of
it's kind of weird, right?
Also performing to
always focused. Yeah. See, the difference between me and a lot of them is they got to get under the influence to do something. I was always sober. I knew exactly what I was doing, and I made a decision to do it. But after talking to crackheads, they really scared me the most because I asked them, why do you keep smoking crack? They said, we keep chasing the first high. I said, what do you mean? He said, the first hit is such an extreme high. The next time we get high, we're chasing that, but we never get it.
Yeah, it's pretty much like this. Like, first time you get high, and then you get a little lower, then you get high again, you get up there a little bit, then you're a little lower, and then eventually you're just getting high to be normal or whatever. I used to say, bro, you be chasing that nod all up and down the street trying to get another nod like the first one.
So they continue to smoke it.
That's like me. I remember my first Red Bull. Couldn't go to bed till 6 a.m. Fucking incredible.
So let me tell you the bad
Ever since, every caffeinated beverage, I've been chasing that feeling.
Tell you the bad part about that.
What?
When they get clean or go to prison, all they're thinking about now is, now I can get that high again.
I ain't gonna lie. One time I was in jail, I wasn't done.
Plus my
That's all I was
pops
thinking
on
about.
drugs. And I believe a lot of that helped me be the numb individual I am today.
Yeah.
I never forget the dude at the door trying to get served. Dude say, hey, your son here. I might have been about 11, 12. Your son here. And after the third time, I said, hey, bro, serve him. If you don't get the money, somebody else would. But that day started to establish my mentality of not caring about certain things. And, the ghetto always going to take something from you. I think it took emotions for me.
Well,
death and shit like that. I don't care. All right, cool.
I feel the same way. I got so much blood on my hands. I just can't really care about anything anymore. Did you see that Jim Jones accused Tony Yayo of smoking hard coke?
I don't
believe that.
I've been knowing Yayo now probably about 13 years, 13, 14 years.
Like, why you gotta blow in the mic when you're thinking?
Yayo's never come off to me as being a cokehead. Every time I seen Yayo, a lot of times on the Straight Sudden magazine, our little cruises we gave on the Hudson every year with Rest in Peace, K. Slay. Yayo always been together. I don't think 50 will allow that around him. He's very close to
Nobody could be that low key of a crackhead that you've just been secretly smoking crack for all these years on world tours with 50 Cent and it's never kind of emerged in someone.
Or you'd be out of it and just turn into like a fucking drug addict demon looking for it everywhere.
Our crackhead mannerism.
And I believe Yayo will whoop Jim Jones' ass. I think he'll whoop him.
I feel like he's bigger than him. I feel like Jim Jones is kind of a smaller dude.
No, we ain't no smaller, bigger.
I'm just saying. I feel like
some dudes.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know if Yayo got children or what, but you can't call a man a crackhead.
What is Tony Yayo's height and weight? Seemed like you guys were on real cool terms. How are you and Woody beefing right now? You're on this podcast together with your father.
All these people just use each other's name for like clout tokens, and then wait till this gets burnt out, and then they're all gonna have to figure out a way to pivot and do something different. Some will figure out a pivot, other ones won't, and they'll just slowly fade away.
2 hours. Seemed like you guys were on real cool terms. A lot of good jokes going back and forth.
No.
Your dad was kind of on his ass more than you, really.
Just so weird how it has two no jumper.
We all did.
A no jumper here, and then we got a little no jumper over here.
I was telling Ack, oh, you wouldn't call him a rat to his face. I'm like, we watched him on video ratting. With 6ix9ine, we didn't see him on the stand. We got to take it for granted.
But 6ix9ine will tell you that. He don't care.
Yeah.
This is why I respect this
I don't
man
know.
because
I'm going to go with
he owns
Yayo,
up
I
to
guess.
what he's done, right?
Fuck
but
it.
what I'm saying is you got to
G-Unit?
remember.
I was more of a
First of
G-Unit
all, let's
fan
stop
than
talking about whack beefing with people. You know this better than anybody. It's a few of us
What's
around
Jim Jones
here,
and those guys
we
called
don't
again?
have to think about what we want to do. We just get on camera and do it, and it's gonna go right. This
Dipset.
dude's
Dipset.
whole thing was he told on the stand. Thug then came home. Yak Gotti then came home. Lucci then came home. They didn't all drop music, did what they did. Nobody cares about that no more. So now you got to ask yourself, before telling on the stand, who was Woody?
Random shooter?
No. Was he topic of anybody's
Diplomats?
discussion?
No.
Okay.
That was like the
so now
both
that's
of them,
it.
though,
Now
right?
that's ran out.
Dipset,
Respectfully,
Diplomats. Was it like
Whack 100 name, if you have nothing else to talk about and you're sitting around saying, what could I say? What could I say? What could I do? He's not as witty as Charleston White. The difference between him and Charleston White is this dude is not as witty as Charleston White. Fuck it. Let me make up something about Whack. What he's doing, he look like he got a fight going on with some dude or whatever. I don't know. So now it's like,
match?
Yeah, now it's like, could it be possibly a boxing match? So what they doing is they figure they're using me to put some light on Woody because they have nothing else to talk about.
So he's boxing someone else and they decided that he should diss you to promote a fight with someone else.
Bro,
that's kind of crazy, right? You're fighting somebody else, but you're going to throw shots at Whack. I don't know. Make it make sense.
What else? What you did on the stand?
I don't feel like the Woody clout stimulus.
That's great. But what I'm saying is, it's nothing else new to talk about.
Because of the thug and gunna and all this shit.
I haven't talked. You're the rat. We watched you rap for like 9 months. You got interrogation tapes. You're the rat. Like, we know you're a rat. I'm sorry, my nigga.
I mean, yeah, this is very boring because there's no paperwork. We gotta bring something to the table.
Pooh Shiesty, right? They asked me, right? The attorney, you seen on my page? This stupid dude said there's no way WAC 100 could have Pooh Shiesty's proffer. Nigga, are you stupid? I'm an exposer.
I'm an exposer.
Listen, man. Now you see what I did on my page.
Because they are like publicly available because we all heard KVDs, right?
Listen, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Which I think KVD thought that was never going to be exposed.
Bro, all those proffers come out eventually.
KVD thought.
Remember when WAC was trying to help KVD
become publicly available, right?
The white dude said, "There's no way WAC 100 has the proffer." I don't want to put you in no hot water. I just want you to let people know WAC has the proffer.
Lontrell Williams Jr.
There you have it.
You got another 24 hours doing this.
You guys probably seen this already, but we're gonna go over it.
What up?
Hello?
You heard WAC earlier in the video we're just watching that this was all planned out. That's what WAC said.
Yo, man. I heard you were doing the show today. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm sitting right here with your man WAC.
This is the dumbest dude in the world.
Out for us, man. You got another 24 hours, man.
Hey, can I ask you a question? You said I got a murder conspiracy because Boxcar got shot up. Now, a lot of you little niggas wasn't around back in them days. You do know Boxcar got shot up in 05, right?
That's on the case.
You do know Boxcar got shot up in 05. He didn't start beefing with Dill Dog till 08, 09, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, okay, dummy. But had your wife tell you the homie from Fruitown Paru was sticking in her? That's how I know you got caught with an
It's kind of
AK?
funny how WAC just changes the subject instead of talks any more about it to, you know, he just starts going in on the old lady.
Hey, whatever case.
Did your wife tell you the homie from Fruitown Paru was sticking in her? That's why I knew you got caught with a
And it's like if we would have had Bricc on the Roadcaster, we could at least turn his mic up a little louder so you could hear him.
I'm just saying. You said, how did WAC know I went to jail for it?
Yeah, you can kind of hear him though.
That's what he said, right?
Wait, what you said, Bricc?
Hey, I for sure know about it.
Yeah, I remember. I think I tried to turn WAC's mic down a little bit so I can match him out so we could hear Bricc better.
Before you got to the substation, the homie was dicking your bitch down. I'm glad you admit it.
Let's listen.
We don't deal with busters now, so we don't care about that. We don't, mark niggas that live off their daddy rep, we don't even deal with
you think? Hey, the homie ain't no mark. If he was a mark, he couldn't have fucked your bro. The homie got way more money than you. He way more gangster than you, and he was beating your bro pussy up. I'm glad you're now your content. Yeah.
Like you talking too much.
Now let me ask you a question. What happened to the shooting in 2022?
I know, it's funny. Bricc wasn't around for the oh yeah guy, because he probably would have been bringing that dude up.
To the shooting in 2022, and what happened to your threats to unalive your girl?
Anytime you get called a snitch.
What happened to the shooting in 2022?
Do that. Hey, do that and clear your.
What happened to I can't, bro? Show me where I was charged. But let's talk about your real charge.
I mean, all that. If you get WAC's name, all that shit should be public. At least the charging, being arrested, all that shit should be public on one of those like people research sites.
2022. What happened to it? What happened to you being on?
Hey, love you, bro. Hold your head.
Talking about killing your bro, and I'm gonna make sure the homie keep fucking your bitch. She got Paru in her. I'm glad I got him he admitted it. I've been telling y'all how I knew. Before that, and my girl know, when that nigga, his whole thing was, whack is the feds. How did he know I got caught with a K before I even get booked? Because when you got cuffed and when they pulled off the curb, yo bro called the homie to pull up. He came over there and called me. P Funk, they just got you, the dude, who? Bricc, what you mean? Baby, what they get him with? I hear her. Oh, they took a K and a couple guns and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I used to always tell him on stage on Clubhouse, your girl got a whole lot of power up in her. He always wondered how I knew.
I never knew Bricc was really on there, but I've said it a bunch of times. I think Wack even said it on live one time that I'm pretty sure he's not talking about KC. He's talking about Brick's ex-girl that I think he might have a kid with, so it makes sense that his ex-girl that he had a kid with would know if something happened to him.
Because
and then that's how the telephone works and yada, 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 and finally makes it back to Wack.
Screaming it. So in his head, the only way he gonna know is if the police tell him. And I'm glad he admitted it because she must have came clean with him.
So the accusation is that somebody used to bang his girl?
No, the homie was beating them drawers up.
Why is that like such a big deal though if she used to be seeing someone else?
You do what Lush do.
What?
Because that's your man, nigga. His bitch is getting fucked.
That's what Lush do.
That's a deal.
Hi.
Let's clarify something.
Oh, so now she calls back.
I'm
this
not
is
doing
Brick's wife. I would love to hear this.
Bricc already admitted. Hey, Adam, don't do that.
Let's listen to her. Let's listen to her.
All right, she say something out of line, I'm going to disrespect her.
Some stuff when I was 18 years old. I am 35 now.
We ain't talking about the homie from 20s. We're not talking about the homie from 20s.
I want to hear.
You really want to do this?
Don't talk the whole time. What are you saying?
All right.
Who have I messed with? I haven't messed with nobody.
That's the homie from 20s I was fucking you at 18. We talking about the other homie, P-Funk.
What are you talking about?
Hey, look, Adam, you don't want to do this. I'm telling you.
The other homie, P-Funk.
Let that go, bro.
I mean, she can speak for herself.
Ryan, you keep bringing me up for what?
I'm not, no, because your bitch-ass boyfriend or whatever he is keep bringing me up. He already admitted that you was getting your little beat up. Adam, I'm telling you, it ain't cool. I'm a disrespecter, bro. If you a real man, bro, that's your homie, hang that up. I'm a violator.
Why? Who cares?
Right,
she wants to talk. You're the one not letting her talk. What do you say? I always want to hear her.
You keep bringing shit up before I was even with.
No, that's bullshit. The homie from 20 was fucking you in high school. The other homie from P-Funk been fucking you.
In high school?
No, that's rolling 20s. We talking about Bompton now. Sticking all kind of up in you. You know you was running your motherfucking mouth.
You wish.
You know you was running your motherfucking mouth. Bricc, no. He already didn't cop to it and admit to it.
Even up on you, but the fact
I'm just saying.
Is insane.
I mean, it's like KC had kids. I don't know where she'd get the time to run around and do all this, man. A lot of times she'd come there, have the kids with her, or, you know, I said Bricc lived over here sometimes, so sometimes I have to drop stuff off or whatever. Seemed like she's more of like a Susie homemaker than out having time to run around, especially when you got a couple kids on your hip.
Shout out to the babies over there. Shout out to the babies. My niggas in Long Beach.
What she needs to do is keep my.
I'm not bitch. Fuck you and your man. Now what? Tell your man somebody do something about it. You raggedy mouth, monkey mouth ass bitch. I told you get her off the jack. You just mad. Look, you got all kind of Damu up in you. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You downgraded, baby. You went from Damu to Paru to Crippin. You did that too, Adam. If that was my homie, I wouldn't have let her on the phone.
You didn't say anything right there that you haven't already said publicly on the podcast.
Well, but see, here go the thing. He finally copped to it.
He's been copped to it.
No, he hasn't. You're a motherfucking lie.
To me, yes.
You're a motherfucking lie. He ain't never
cares
copped
about
to
who
it.
she was banging 20 years ago?
You know why? Because listen, when he running his mouth saying the only way Wack knew.
For some reason, this shit gets Wack all worked up, though.
Was he got to be talking to the police? No.
I wonder if we put a blood pressure sensor on him, what his blood pressure would be operating at.
Oh, nigga, my homeboy fucking your bitch. All of us.
If Wack was white, he'd probably be red as hell.
Then hit a nigga bitch.
Yeah.
And we know what them type of women do.
Yeah, pretty much. I think they're all lying about each other at this point. I don't believe shit.
Gotta be with the police to know so fast.
Bro, personally, I haven't seen anything on either side to make me believe any of it.
Definitely. Nigga, what you mean?
I mean, I think they might believe it, or they're just so upset.
He may not be hitting her today.
They might believe it, or they're just so upset with each other that they just put it out there, or they know it helps them go up. The best thing you could have on this internet space is like an op. I mean, you don't want to really build it off the op and beefing, but if you want to go up fast, kind of like how I watch Brandon's, and pretty much everything I watch is people saying crazy shit about each other or doing something crazy to each other. That's just the fastest way for that shit to go up nowadays. So if you got like an internet op, people are going to tap in to hear what you guys got to say about each other.
But that's June 2022.
She texted me, he's a fucking weirdo. The fact that
her mama.
He's
tell
a fucking
Bricc
weirdo.
Baby, tell Bricc Baby send somebody do something about it.
The fact that he's trying to keep creating this narrative about me fucking someone else when I haven't is crazy.
Man, listen.
I mean, I just read the Pacers paperwork. I don't really take the next step and go pay for those fucking people's lookup sites and find everyone's criminal history every time they had a ticket. I don't care that much. If someone brings it to the forefront, then fuck, I'll look at it. But I don't care that much to go digging into someone's past to try to figure out everything about them. Now, maybe if I had an enemy in this shit, then maybe you'd want to go dig and get something on them. But for the most part, like, I don't care. If it's out here on the internet, then fuck it. We're going to talk about it. I think he had an asthma attack. I don't know why that fool don't have an inhaler. Because pretty much, doesn't an inhaler help take away your asthma attack? But Lush got to slow his roll, man. Fuck. Yeah, fucker tap out from an asthma attack. But I think I don't see him smoking that much lately. But yeah, I think it was just an asthma attack. Did he post that on his Instagram or something? I'm not super big on the Instagrams.
He don't even like the bitch. This nigga done been on my FaceTime before, right before he went to jail, talking about this. Man, I'm just doing what I gotta do because I know I got something coming. Like, he don't even like the bitch.
Yeah, he had a kid with her.
What the fuck that mean?
I mean, he lives with her, he has a kid with her, he's been with her for many years.
Huh?
What?
Bricc was probably just high, fucking going through emotions. Didn't know what the fuck was up or down.
Okay.
Yo, that was a little wild.
You a bad homie.
Why?
Well, Lush been on, because I got a bottle of, the testosterone lotion, and this was like, Lush was like threatening to fight everybody, and I was like, hey, bro, check it out. I got this for you, and I've had it on my desk. It actually just ran out last week, but every day when he was there, so probably 4 to 5 days a week, he'd come in and, put a little squirt on his hands, rub it on him. But he said it was making him feel better. It's not the injection, it's the lotion. But he been on it he did the whole fucking bottle. I didn't really do any of it. This is pretty crazy. I don't know why Wack felt the need to send Adam Nova's Twitter. Like, I heard that shit was out there, and I was like, bro, no way in hell am I even curious to see what she fucking posts. Like, that's crazy. Oh, I had it paused.
There's a very large community of people online who are pretty invested in the Tania and Nova saga.
Oh.
So I feel like there's,
yeah, but
there's people out there.
Did you hear that other clip? That clip that's
floating around? Lush got to fucking get his health right.
She's saying she's talking to a trick, and her mother is telling her how to talk to the trick. I sent you that clip.
This is crazy, bro.
On one hand,
she's saying my mother's telling.
I'm telling you, when Adam interviewed her and fucking Nova was talking about selling CP on fucking Telegram, and I just seen like, I picked up that Tania knows and was kind of like, why are you saying that? And Tania was like, fuck it, it brings money and she's not outside. Like, she maybe like condones it or something. That's what I felt like I was reading. But that's just crazy, bro. And now she's like promoting it on Twitter. Like, what the fuck is wrong, man?
Telling me don't talk to the trick like this. Say this to him.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's crazy, but at the same time,
let me ask you a question.
That's the family business, right?
Let me ask you a question.
Is that the family business?
What's the difference between her and the people they picked up on the Hoover indictment?
Nah, for sure she needs to be canceled, bro.
I would
agree
assume
with
Tania's
you.
not like actually involved.
What she out here
in
doing and condoning is not cool.
Her daughter doing that,
bro. You heard the shit. I know you heard the shit. What's the difference between her?
See, Adam didn't really fucking probably want to play it, but here goes Wack.
But there's a difference between pimping someone and giving them advice on pimping.
Even this last time I was with her, I'm on the phone with a trick.
I'm telling him, like, okay, yeah, come. I'm like, come here, because we was in the 40s or whatever. I'm like, come here. And she like, why are you talking to the trick like that? Like, call him babe or something. And da-da-da. She like, I'm not even trying to be in competition with you, but I'm just telling you, that's how you talk to a trick. I'm like, Mom, that's not how I approached him. And this is not how the relationship is. So I'm not finna.
Like, call him babe or something? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Call him babe and all that. He probably gonna think I'm trying to set him up.
I get my, like, she's like the same age as my daughter, man, and I just could not imagine, bro. Could not imagine.
Oh, what is the difference?
But at the same time, you got to be an
between her
absent-ass parent for your kid to slip
the
away into that
people
kind
they
of shit and not
picked up.
providing them a childhood. You got to provide them a childhood, bro.
Yeah, it's tough to defend that. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty wild. Although,
let's move on.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it's super fucked up. But also, isn't it inevitable that she would share her life experience with her daughter? Now, granted, her life experience involves some pretty fucked up shit, but I don't think that should surprise us.
Explaining her whatever the fuck Adam just said, yeah, maybe in time once she's 18, but at that point, you should be telling her not to be doing it at fucking all.
But it is kind of insane to hear it and realize that that's going on.
So you trying to what? So if a kid over here finna hit the crack pipe and he 15, so the dad should say, "Hold on, son, you got the Brillo in there wrong. Let me."
But
hit
if
it
the
like
if the
this."
dad's a crackhead and he knows that his son is going to do crack, yeah, he's probably going to share information with him
Man, you
about how
out
to
your
do so.
goddamn mind.
I'm not
even
justifying it.
No,
I'm just saying that he
you're supposed
probably
to
will.
doing everything you can to like prevent it. Like, I don't know. Tania was definitely absent the day you're supposed to be told that when you have kids, you're supposed to strive to provide them a better life than you had. Like, Tania must have been absent the day they handed out that lesson.
You listen. Let's move on, bro. Listen. That's crazy.
You're acting like I'm like okay with it or like I'm just
Tania should be out there waving the fucking
insinuate is like
fucking
it's wrong,
gun
bro.
with the
That's-
switch. Tell motherfuckers I'm gonna light y'all up if you do that shit with my daughter.
Obviously, I am saying
You
that
should be
it
putting
is
the
wrong.
fear
you
of God
fucking
into
asshole.
people.
Okay, well, let me ask you something.
Instead of scared of all them.
Why you keep having her up here if you know that's what's happening?
Never did I actually think that she would be like instructing her daughter on how to sell. Until now,
No,
until
I'm
that
keeping,
clip. Yeah.
I'm keeping it real with you, right? On some real shit. We didn't have people put false allegations on you that was straight false.
It's true.
Right?
You as well.
Right? Yeah, that's a fact. But why would you, like, now you hear that, like, you could really look at her the same?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like Adam wants to denounce her. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro. If you ever put money in that girl's pocket again and have her up there after doing this shit, like, I agree with, who just said it? Who said we got to cancel her ass? Sev. No, I agree with you, bro.
Because when we did that interview, she's basically painting it as her daughter's out of control. Her daughter's going to do this. There's nothing I can do to stop this. You hear
Probably
that?
all a
and you're
game,
like,
man.
Ah, okay.
No, bro.
Probably all a game. They know they got to portray.
You're coaching her.
Grooming. Let's use the right word. Grooming. You're grooming her to be able to go out there to know what to
Coaching and
do.
grooming's damn near
with
the same
these men.
definition, right?
I wonder what Tania is doing when I don't talk to her for a couple months. Like
Well,
right now.
I think we know what she's doing from that fucking recording.
Talk to her for a couple months, like right now.
Grooming.
She got a lot of kids.
Like, remember when, I don't know if you guys were here when I watched the one video, but she was like on her TikTok, like traveling, like, look at this nice hotel we're in, blah, 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 all this and that, on a train going somewhere. But it's like, dude, I bet you if Nova grew up in the same area, went to the same schools her whole life, didn't get moved around, didn't get shipped around to all these different places, she would maybe have slightly a different outcome. But since she's moved around and been put in all these different situations, she fucking just resulted to that, I guess. Or no, she probably had people around her that were coaching her into it.
So,
shout out,
like,
Stupid
look what you
Badass.
could do.
He only made a couple of them.
Somebody asked him why did he keep going back. Did you see his response?
What did he say?
He said it's just like going through the drive-thru and not talking to him. It gets good sometimes.
The thing is that, yeah, I understand you want to fuck this girl, right? But like, okay.
So now, Gumby, what's your move? His only move is to.
It's funny, right here at some point, Adam suggests to Wack that Gumby be a third mic. Wack ain't having it.
Politic to where they gonna denounce that because that ain't what they represent. Now, if they denounce that, then the dudes in Texas got a problem. Because once the Hoovers out here say, we ain't standing behind nothing y'all talking about, keep Hoover out your mouth, we don't acknowledge y'all, that's what it's going to be because we going to hear it in Los Angeles. But I'm trying to understand Gumby's run. And I said, bro, at your age, why are you down there even politicking the gangbanging? What do I always say? Once I leave California, I don't even deal with it.
Because that's what I was going to say. Let's say there's a Brooklyn Pacoima Pyru. Sounds kind of weird, but like
it's a Tennessee one.
But would you like if they start doing some shit that you think is goofy? They're wearing some rhinestone jeans. You don't think it's cool? They're doing dances. A lot of that in New York. It's none of your business, right?
My jungle.
Flaming dance.
I'm gonna ask some homies that do care.
But maybe like Hoover is like still more of a community. Like they kind of know what each other are doing more. Whereas like a lot of the other gangs are kind of like too big to care.
It's like
it
a
just
one
didn't
whole
look
row.
right. This watching Gumby was authentic.
We were going over the gang map the other day.
Seeing that, the lingo, the everything. I'm like, Gumby, what you doing? Just let them people do it how they been doing it. Dude seemed like he was of age, close to 52, whoever this dude was.
People saying Gumby should be added to this podcast as a third co-host.
Here, Adam tells
Add to
him.
what podcast?
This podcast.
What you mean? You talking about No Jumper?
No, the Adam and Wack show.
It's the Adam and
Adam and Wack and Gumby show. We could
never happen.
We could do Wack, Adam, Gumby, Wag.
That never happen.
Wag the tail. No?
You can get. I think Gumby could hold down his own show. We'll see how it go. You know, everybody think it's easy till they get in that seat. You gotta.
Gummy's pretty funny though. I like him.
No, yeah, but you gotta have that balance. You gotta.
I don't know if Gumby can make it every week. I think that fool lives out of state or something.
You got to be able to let shit roll off for you, keep moving, be in a heated argument, fade to something, have something humorous, come back to the debate. It's a chemistry, and you know that.
I also just don't. I don't necessarily trust a bunch of Gumby's homies and a bunch of your homies hanging out in the lobby of No Jumper every week.
No, I don't think that's not a problem.
That's going to turn into a fade, a series of fades.
That's not a problem.
I'm trying to stop black on black violence. I don't want to contribute to that.
You contribute to black on black violence.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I'm trying to eliminate
That's not a problem. That's not the problem. First of all, ain't nobody gonna sit at my table smoking all goddamn sessions.
Smoking on a blunt that's like this.
I know this is the infamous hat you gave me a hard
too much on the
time
editor.
about.
Now he got to go and create No Jumper basketballs every time the hand moves. There's too much going on. Like,
I like that you care about the editor. That's cool.
Hell yeah, because you taught me that could with the monetization. It's
true.
So at the end of it, and then it's just like too much. It's a distraction from what's really being said. I believe Gumby should have his own show. I don't know why he hasn't teamed up with 607 Up.
They've done
content. They both live in Vegas.
He lives in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh.
They both from Hoover.
I didn't know Gumby lived there. This is interesting. He must come back here a lot.
I mean, you know, he probably do. His family's back. Us going to Vegas from here is like going to the liquor store.
You got to watch the new Rap News
I
Street
hate
Politics.
driving.
Apparently there's some sort of like anti-Hoover coalition, HK City, that's kind of a big thing. I never heard about this before.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, bro.
It's pretty interesting.
I don't know if you guys familiar with Street News and Rap Politics channel. He put out a video about the HK City, the whole thing that's going on. It's kind of hard. You can't say the name without saying those two letters to get him. So they're probably going to get mad. Probably everybody, because they got to refer to it, that video that way. I don't know how else you would say it. I guess maybe the Hoover video. But he pretty much breaks down, like, all the guys surrounding him don't like him, and they're starting to put that tag up. It's getting pretty wild in South LA, bro. There've been a lot of shootings. A lot of people getting shot. I think it said over 21 people in the last 60 days. Or like the last 50 days, 21 people have died. And it's all from this like one gang war, I think. I'm not super tapped in. I just see what people post. I think it's all from like one gang war.
Neighborhoods that are anti-Hoover, and I guess they have.
That's been like that since the beginning of time. That ain't
You gotta watch the video. There's more of a united war going on.
One thing I can say, Hoovers have done something in Los Angeles that no other neighborhood has done.
Yep.
They said, listen, we everybody killer. We dropping the crippin', we Hoover criminals. We dropping the blue bandana. We got the orange. We everybody killer. So you thinking, oh, y'all don't get along with no Bloods, no Crips. Y'all finna die off. They got bigger. So you got to respect that. And nobody else has done that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no blood set that said, hey, we just.
No, I'm sure you can go watch some Hoover documentaries. Definitely did their thing. All right, fuck it. I pretty much ran through everything I had. I got to get ready to leave because got the show in a few hours. But yeah, no, that was a good one. I appreciate you, Quick, Sev, Corey, Dante. Did I say Tech already? Let me scroll through, make sure I got all y'all. Yeah, I think I got most of all y'all. All right, I'm out of here. I fuck with all y'all. Yeah, you want to see? They put the little flyer up. Today, this is it. You got Lush 1, Adam, Young Aunt Hefe, I don't care what the checks say, and Munchie B. Well, they put the flyer up, so I mean, I don't know anything else until I get in there for the most part. But it seems like Adam got something to say. I don't know. Or they're just playing into it because everyone keeps giving him a hard time. All right, I'm out. I'm logging off.